Amazing news! At Titans Debate League is now looking for interns. We are expanding our team and seeking driven individuals who are ready to make an impact. We're on the hunt for talented people to join our marketing team, a charismatic new host, and creative minds who can produce amazing content. If you have a positive attitude and are used to winning, because that's what we do here, then we want to hear from you. Join us and contribute to a culture of excellence and success here at Titans Debate League. Email us today, titansdebateleague@gmail.com. Looking forward to hearing from you.
Where Infinity Gauntlet is a mere toy compared to the intellectual prowess, build and destroy the cipher. Intellectual sword to slice you, or whatever device you recommend. Surgical precise pen, hand get heated, the room will spin. If man get treated, them goals gon' spin. Level heads with feet, paradigm the box you in. Got a pair of red dimes in the box you in. Don't matter paradigms, your clock won't spin. Hear the sounds of the trumpets, start the rounds in the gauntlet. Get down or lay down when we're stopping. It's the clash of the tigers. Hear the sounds of the trumpets, start the rounds in the gauntlet. Get down or lay down when we storming. It's the clash of the titans. Hear the sounds of the trumpets, start the rounds in the gauntlet. Get down or lay down when we storming. It's the clash of the titans. It's the clash of the titans.
Live from Titans Debate League, it's time for Morning Coffee with Shadow and Olee.
Good morning, world. The coffee is hot, the headlines are moving, and the questions are wide awake. This is Morning Coffee with Shadow and Olee. Only world logic on the air. Morning Coffee. Wake up, tune in, let the day begin. Sun coming up, fresh cup in my hand. News on the table, let's understand. Shadow got the stories, Olee got the view. Breaking down the world in a way that feels true. Headlines moving fast, but we slow down the spin. Ask what happened, where, why, and when. No panic for profit, no fear in the feed, just facts, good questions, and the context we need. From the block to the nation, from the world to your station. Oh, we bring the information with a little conversation. Morning Coffee with Shadow and Olee. Pour up the truth, let the whole world see. News with a smile, logic on the side. Wake up your mind, come enjoy the ride. Morning Coffee with Shadow and Olee. Headlines, hot takes, and reality. Laugh a little, learn a little, start your day right. Oh, Morning Coffee got the whole room bright. Oh, we talk about the weather, the world, and the town. What's going up? What's coming down? Sports, culture, money, and the people in between. Making sense of all the chaos on the screen. Shadow brings the edge, Olee brings the lens. Two voices in the morning like your favorite friends. No empty noise, no chasing the smoke. Just news with a brain and a well-timed joke. From the city to the country, from the serious to funny. Ooh, we keep it clear and sunny while the coffee keeps coming. Morning Coffee with Shadow and Olee. Pour up the truth, let the whole world see. News Today's headlines, tomorrow's questions, a little humor, a little wisdom, a lot of coffee, and just enough logic to keep the nonsense nervous. Morning coffee with Shadow and Olee. Pour up the truth, let the whole world see. News with a smile, logic on the side. Wake up your mind, come enjoy the ride. Morning coffee with Shadow and Olee. Headlines, hot takes, and reality. Laugh a little, learn a little, start your day right. More morning coffee, got the whole room right. Morning coffee, Shadow and Olee. Morning coffee, only world logic. Morning coffee, on the air. Good morning. Now let's.
Good morning.
Good morning. This morning coffee with Shadow and Olee. Good morning, everybody. I hope y'all coffee hot. We got headlines that's warming up. We got questions, and I hope you're wide awake. I'm Jermaine Nugent, aka Olee. We got Shadow in the building. We're starting where every real show starts: weather, traffic, and what people actually need before they step outside into that weather. What you got going on, Shadow?
Man, it's feeling good. I'm in Florida, Tampa to be exact. So for the Tampa Floridians out there, shout out, and to everybody around the world and in this nation, shout outs to y'all. Just want y'all to know that if you got families, friends out here, or if you're out here yourself, you're experiencing some pretty tough weather right now. But that's the average when it comes to Florida. We're in that transition period from going from the springtime into the summer. So, this is about the perfect time to go to the beach, dress moderate to less, to more so lightly. You don't want to have too much clothes on. You don't want to be wearing those high socks. The humidity is brutal. It's about, I would say, 70 degrees. 70% for the humidity. But when we're looking at the temperature, we're about at 81, moving into about 85 towards this around this time right now. And I'm gonna tell you guys, it's hot. The UV rays is kind of piercing. The air quality's fair, which is good. But even though it's about 85 degrees right now, it is saying thanks to the miles per hour of the wind chill factor, which is pushing about 7 miles per hour right now. And from the southeast, the heat index is about 90 degrees. So if you put that all together, man, it feels about like it's 98 degrees outside. Let's just be honest, guys. So if you're not looking to go from air conditioned to air conditioned, make sure you got some sunblock on if you're not accustomed to the heat index. And for those out there who are trying to get a little color, man, this is the time to get it, man. How's it feeling over there in your area, brother Olee?
Oh man, it's feeling good right now in Oklahoma. We got a nice little 59, 60 degrees. It's cloudy outside, stormy. So if you're in Oklahoma, especially in Oklahoma City, it's gonna be wet. So make sure you're being very accountable for your actions and also watching what everybody else do. The high today would probably be like 69. So we're gonna warm up, but it's gonna be very humid. Um, Wind gusts, lots of localized damage have already happened. So we're looking forward to everybody just staying accountable, being in control. And in the couple of next days, Friday and Saturday, Oklahoma's still going to be the same way. So we're looking at a wet season, just like you said. We're going into summer, going from fall. Everybody already know April showers bring May flowers, but it seems that it done moved a little bit, and it's going to be May showers bring June flowers. But as far as the traffic on I-35, I-40, it's all the same. Wet, slick, people in front of you. Make sure you keep your distance between cars. Make sure you stay safe and keep everybody safe around you. And that's basically what it is when it comes to the traffic in Oklahoma. If we have anybody, we're gonna make this an interactive show also. Morning coffee is for people who having coffee in the morning or in your drive. And so we can give you Florida and Oklahoma, but we'll take a couple minutes for anybody to step out that's in the chat. Um, I put the chat in the I put the link in the chat. Y'all can come up and tell us kind of how the weather going on your ends, and we'll take a couple minutes for that. Uh,
A-
you come up,
Absolutely.
I'll play a song that won't last that long, and get a couple sponsors in here. This is Morning Coffee.
Clash of the Titans 1.0. The finals are here. It all comes down to this. Out of 16 debaters, only 2 remain standing. Some fell because they couldn't defend their arguments. Some crashed out because their antics outweighed their intellect. Others simply weren't built for the pressure of the arena. But now, the smoke is cleared. The finals face off. Pandemis, the African atheist versus Suave Boss. Before the final war of words, they meet face to face to choose the topic that will define the championship debate. $500 on the line. One winner, one name etched in Clash of the Titans history. Who has the sharper mind? Who can survive the pressure? Who will rise when the lights are brightest? This is bigger than debate. This is legacy. And for everyone who lost along the way, your chance at redemption comes when Tournament 1.2 launches. But right now, this moment belongs to the finalists. Clash of the Titans 1.0, the face-off. Saturday, May 23rd, prime time. Be there to witness history. Are you not entertained?
It's wonderful. So how's it going on with the news down there, locally in Florida, where you at, Shadow?
Oh yeah. So right now, I mean, we do got the case of this is the big event, so I'll start from that. We do got that case that just got wrapped. Well, it's in the process of being wrapped up with the Julio Fulio murder charge, which happened originated out there in Jacksonville, Florida, but it ended up getting well, let's just say the crime was spawned out in Jacksonville, Florida. That's where the murder suspects who were convicted and charged of homicide, that's where that's where they came from. That's where the intentions originated, which is in Jacksonville, Florida. However, Julio Fulio, being a Jacksonville artist and a rap star of that area, a local rap star, he had I believe something to do with a birthday party. He had a party to attend out in Tampa. So I would say I think it's 3 to 4 suspects. And I could be wrong. I'll look it up. But you got a few suspects of which tracked Julio Fulio from the Jacksonville area, tracked him, followed him all the way to Tampa, which is where I'm at, and they went ahead and followed through with a homicide. Now, the one of the suspects, of which just got charged with life without parole. And let me give y'all a warning to the brothers and sisters that are listening. If you come to Florida and you want to be about it, listen, if you want to do the gang stuff, you want to be tough, you want to be a criminal. I know you're young, you got something to prove. You think, everything is cool and you got it all figured out. Let me tell you something. Don't do it over here. This is not the place to do it. They do not give you parole out here in Florida. You catch a life charge, that's what it means. Definitively. There is no such thing as I got life, but I can get out when I'm 60. No, 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 no. You get life, you in for life. To the point where once you go into that casket, guess what happened? They give you your inmate tag on your casket. Can you believe that? You can't even escape your inmate number even when you pass away. That these are facts. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put it up on the screen. The the female. I'm gonna figure it out right now. But the female, one moment. But the female that is being charged, she's about to get her sentencing. She's about to get her sentencing, and I want you guys to tune in with us. On that aspect, I want y'all to tune in with us because you're gonna and I'm pretty sure y'all can hear the internet is pretty well connected and networking. But if you guys want to hear Brother Olee and Brother Darkness's take on the matter, definitely tune in because one of the suspects just got, and let me tell you, you brothers and sisters, something. That man is only 17 years old, man. He's a young kid, and his whole life just got thrown away over gang violence that really nobody wins after it's all said and done. Nobody gets, there is no real points to be made, okay? But yeah, he was at a birthday party. He was celebrating a birthday, Julio Fulio. Let me go ahead and share this tab. He was and the girl is about to take her sentencing. And let me tell you something, man. It's just not worth it. I can't really find. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give up a follow up. So basically, what I'm gonna say is, right now, this is what's going on in Florida. This is a big thing. It's in Tampa. That's where the homicide occurred. Even though it, yeah, Alicia Andrews. There we go. Hold up, I'm gonna blow it up right now for you, brothers and sisters that are listening. I'm gonna blow it up right now. Right now, sentencing for a fifth suspect. Let me even highlight it so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Right there. You see that? For a fifth suspect, Alicia Andrews, who was tried separately and convicted of manslaughter and the Julio Fulio. You hear that? That's manslaughter. So let me tell you something. She's in a way, I'm gonna say that in a way she's kind of escaping the wrath of justice. In a way, let's put it this way: if the wrath of justice was symbolized as a bullet, she got a shoulder wound at best, a leg wound. Maybe you could say it even grazed her, but she didn't take that bullet directly. And some people can say, you know what? Maybe this is a hard lesson learned for her. Maybe this is a hard lesson learned for her, because let me tell y'all something, to y'all brothers and sisters out there, especially to you sisters out there, to the ladies, to the women, to the mothers, the sisters, the daughters, the nieces. Let me tell you something. When you set somebody up, when you making a phone call saying so-and-so was over here at A, X, Y, and Z, so-and-so's about to be here at X, Y, and Z, that alone can get you in some real big trouble. You think, oh, well, I didn't pull the trigger. I didn't do nothing wrong. Let me tell you something. I'm going to say it straight to the camera, all right? I want you to see what I'm saying. I want you to look me in my eyes when I say this. Brothers and sisters out there, especially if you're young, just because you didn't pull the trigger, just because you didn't physically inflict any harm, you telling people where someone's going to be, you setting someone up, you coordinating with the assassins, the killers, all you got to do is say, so-and-so is going to be here at this time, right? All you got to do is say, so-and-so is going to be at the store at 5 o'clock. I just called him. He's going to meet me here at 5. That right there, you might as well be the murderer. You might as well be the assassin himself, because now you are implicated in a murder charge of which can land on you as just that. I'm going to say this sister, in a way, got away with it because she went from pure homicide. She went to that from manslaughter. So in a way, she kind of getting lucky, and she might not get a life sentence for this matter. But I'm going to tell you right now, regardless, you're throwing your life away. You don't want to be in prison, right? That's not where you want to be. So y'all need to get it right. But I'm going to just say that in terms of Florida, that's about the biggest thing right now, crime-wise, story-wise, that's going on in my area, my neck of the woods, Tampa. There's always some big things going on. So anytime y'all can check in with brother Olee, brother Darkness on the morning show every morning at 6. I don't know your time zone. I'm gonna let you say that, Olee, but my time zone is EST. My time zone will be 7 a.m. for you New Yorkers, for you dudes out there in New Jersey, all the way down to Georgia to Florida. Any one of you brothers out and sisters out there in this area, check in with me 7 a.m. every morning. The coffee show, the coffee morning time show, or the morning coffee with me, brother Olee, and Darkness, the shadow of light. And you're gonna get all your news, and you're gonna get theology dealing with not only geopolitics, but the conscious community dealing with the scriptures, canonical and non-canonical. So I'm gonna land it right there, and I'm gonna ask brother Olee, what's going on in your neck of the woods, brother? Fill us in on what's popping over there and what's the latest news. Brother Olee, you on mute, brother. You on mute, brother.
Oh, thank you, thank you. It's been real bad down here in Oklahoma. It's been a string of uh, shootings, people getting in violent shootings. We just had a 26-year-old, I believe, guy in Enrique Chavez. He was the victim in a double shooting, and that was on Southwest 38th in Pennsylvania, if you're in Oklahoma City. And there was another victim that was also critically injured. Um, Police then responded to two separate shootings in downtown Oklahoma City. One of them was close to the Paycom Center. This is where the Thunder play basketball. The Western Conference Finals are actually taking place. We had another game last night. Shout out Thunder. We won that. But let me pull this up for you. It's been hectic for the last 2 weeks in Oklahoma. See if I can make this big enough. Yeah, as you see right here, Lieutenant Jeff Cooper with the Oklahoma City Police Department said around 8 o'clock Saturday, a witness flagged down officers about a shooting and pointed out a person involved in the shooting. Officers gave chase and arrested a 13-year-old and recovered a gun. Officers said a 15-year-old boy believed to be related to the shooting showed up at a nearby hospital with a graze wound. Cooper said while police officers were working the scene, shots were fired on the northwest side of Oklahoma City of the Paycom Center. Officers in the area witnessed the shooting and then took a 16-year-old into custody. Now listen to that. In Oklahoma, what we have going on is kids with guns. A 13-year-old got out of his house. I'm not going to say out of his house with a gun. That would be saying that his parents knew he had the gun or he took it from his parents and they didn't notice. I ain't going to say that. But this 13-year-old was able to get beyond his parents' vision, be outside of their them taking care of him, then get a gun, then get through Oklahoma City to the Paycom Center, where downtown in Oklahoma City, anybody know, there's police presence. Like he wasn't scared. There's police presence on every block, on certain streets when you get there. And so this makes it, if it's one on every block going this way, it might not be one going this way, but on the next block, it's police up and down. So they was brave enough to go in there and take that. Now, a 15-year-old is who he with. Now this day, I remember it happened. They was having a something downtown in Oklahoma City at Scissortail Park. I'm sorry. Scissortail Park is a park that we got that's right across from the Paycom Center. A lot of people go there. A lot of people have different activities, family activities. Nonprofits have activities. They had things like Comic-Con down in the area. Like it's jumping at Scissortail Park. And these kids got down there beyond their parents, beyond the police, beyond any other friends saying anything. And I'm not saying that a friend might have known. But in Oklahoma, that's what we've been dealing with. Now, there's another story that I want to point out. Let me see if I can't get this out. It's probably right in this. Where there was a shooting at one of our lakes. And at the lakes, there was kids. See if I can't find this for y'all. I mean, it's amazing what's going on with the guns and kids in Oklahoma. Oklahoma, man arrested on child abuse complaint after standoff. That's happening in my hometown, Hobart. A well-known lawyer's son who runs a bank got a child abuse. Tommy Talley. Tommy Talley, you can look it up. I'm trying to find this story about the lake and the shooting at the lake in Oklahoma. They got suspects in custody. Let's see. A suspect in a shooting at Arcadia Lake. Let me see. Can y'all see this? I'm sorry, guys. This is our first run. This is our pilot show. So we both learning how to work this. So share with us. Bear with us as we take y'all down these informative places. Let me see what's showing on my screen. Take that off. Pull this up. I might can show this. Sorry about that, guys. If you can just bear with us for a minute. And we're going to do it better in the future. I promise you. We're going to have
100.
some help. We're going to have us some, we ain't going to have to do this the whole time. Oh, no, that's shadow. I should have had this pulled up already, but I didn't.
With new details about one of two suspects arrested in the Arcadia Lake mass shooting.
News 4's learned a 20-year-old woman arrested by Oklahoma City police for a road rage incident just a few days before she was jailed again in connection to the mass shooting. 18-year-old Aviana Smith Gray was shot and killed May 3rd.
Trinity Brown and Jalen Davis are both facing charges. News 4's Mecca Thompson joins us now with more on Brown's criminal background. Mecca.
Allie, Kevin, Trinity Brown has previous felony convictions, including robbery with a firearm and obstructing an officer. But before being arrested by the Edmond Police Department for her alleged ties to the Arcadia Lake mass shooting, she had a run-in with OKCPD.
Trinity Brown, this is the Oklahoma City Police Department. Exit the apartment with your hands up. Step outside and down the stairs. Once you're at the bottom of the stairs, turn around and face away from us. Keep walking.
Body camera footage released by the Oklahoma City Police Department shows 20-year-old Trinity Brown being arrested in an alleged road rage case 1 week after the mass shooting at Arcadia Lake. On May 10th, a court affidavit details Brown honking her horn at a car in front of her stopped in traffic. Brown then drove in front of that car with 2 people inside and got out pointing a black pistol at them near the intersection of Northwest 36th Street and Drexel.
Now walk backwards. Keep coming. Keep coming. Stop right there. Go ahead and put your hands behind your back and interlace your fingers. Stay still. You understand?
We'll talk to you in a minute.
Tell you in just a minute.
I love you too. After being arrested that day, she bonded out of jail, only to be put in handcuffs again 2 days later, with the Edmond Police Department picking her up for her alleged involvement in the Arcadia Lake shooting.
Mr. Davis's arrest is not the conclusion of the investigation. It is merely the most recent development. Additional suspects remain at this time.
Brown is the second suspect arrested in the mass shooting investigation, but there are still many questions on her connection to the shooting since court documents are sealed. The district attorney's office telling us they did so for the safety of all involved parties. That includes previously public documents for 18-year-old Jalen Davis, arrested before Brown, that
18 and 20. I'll let this finish play. I'm just.
are now sealed too. And Brown now faces multiple charges, including assault with a dangerous weapon. She is due in court on the road rage charges on June 9th, but since court records are sealed in the Arcadia case, we don't know when she will go before a judge.
So this is the stuff we got going on in Oklahoma right now. Kids, young adults with guns. And they ain't using them for protection. They're using them for show and tell. And I'm talking about show and somebody go tell. Not like the show. They not playing with them. They ain't like they used to be. They say people keep guns and you won't use it. No. The kids from 13 to 20 are out in public places with no parental advisory, and it got Oklahoma looking real bad right now. We go on our way for a national champion. For a world championship in basketball for 2 years, but we got to get active in my community. That's what I'm doing. I know a lot of people that want to do that, because if we don't do it right now, it's only gonna get worse. We'll talk about some of the. Somebody just come in.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, my bad. Let me mute that one.
Yeah, my bad.
Oh, you fine. And I'm sure it's going on other places. Is anybody in the? Let's see who in the chat. Oh, ain't nobody watching. That's fine. We'll have y'all jumping with the morning coffee later. It's the first pilot show. Now that we talked about some of the problems in our communities, in both our communities, I wish it was somebody else to step up and tell us about any problems that they see in their community. But that's what we'll be doing in this show. But that was the first block. Talk about the mass shooting. And what about the politics? Is the politics jumping? I know we just in the midterms. They just had midterm votes. And what went down in Florida with that on the political side?
Not really much outside of let me see here. Let me see if I can pull it up for you guys. One moment. Let me turn this off real quick. That way I can all right, so I'm gonna pull up kind of what's going on in terms of the state politics. let me give you guys just a little bit of information, especially if you're not here in Florida. You might want to be a little privy to this information. If you are in Florida and you are not privy to this information, I think you should catch up with your state politics. It's beneficial for you, going forward. But let me go ahead and I'm gonna drop up. Let me see, getting ready to share my screen. And I'm gonna go with. I'm trying to find a good one to do it with, a good source to go from. Uh let's see. Let's see. Maybe I'm gonna go with this one. Let's go with this one. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen with this. So give me 1 second, guys. I'm going
Well,
to
how
pull
about
it.
while we get that ready? I think this is a nice time to go to our sponsors for a commercial break, and we'll be right back with politics.
Yeah.
Listen up, Titan family. The Coliseum of Arguments is officially opening the vaults, and this is your chance to win a piece of league history. We're running a massive high-stakes t-shirt raffle, and these are not your average tees. We're talking ultra-exclusive, limited edition, premium custom apparel that you can't buy anywhere else. Once they're gone forever. We're keeping the stakes high and the odds completely in your favor. Here's how it goes down. Tickets are only $2. The limit, $40 or 20 tickets per person to keep the playing field fair. The odds, we're picking a brand new winner for every 20 tickets sold. Think about the math. If you max out your 20 tickets, you are essentially guaranteeing a crowd milestone and forcing a new drawing. The more tickets moving, the more winners we crown back to back. Are you a $3.99 channel member? Then we've already got your back. As a thank you for holding down the foundation, every single $3.99 member is automatically getting one free ticket entered into the raffle. But don't just rely on that one ticket. Secure your stack, maximize your odds, and ensure your name gets called. These custom designs, from the legendary Debate or Die print to the official Titans Debate League emblems, are strictly limited edition. You don't want to be sitting in the chat watching everyone else flaunt their exclusive gear while you missed out over a $2 ticket. How to enter? Open up your Cash App. Send your entry to $Titans Debate League. Put your name/handle in the notes so we know exactly who to crown. The clock is ticking, the tickets are moving, and the next 20 ticket milestone is closing fast. Lock your entries in now and claim your crown. Winners picked this Friday. Are you not entertained?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, brothers and sisters. Um, you were gonna say something, brother Olee?
No, I was just about to say black to you.
Yeah. So here's where I'm at. I want you, brothers and sisters, to I want to give a little journey with you, brothers and sisters. This will be brief in terms of state politics. I'm very astute with geopolitics and national politics, but I want to start with national, statewide, real quick. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna blow this up just a little bit so you brothers and sisters can read what I'm see what I'm reading here. All right. First, let me give you a picture. You see this brother right here, brothers and sisters? This right here, his name is James Fishback. Now, what am I doing? Okay, let me show y'all something about this brother real quick. James Fishback is a Christian candidate, a Republican runner-up for the next governor of Florida, who will be taking the place, if he wins, he will be replacing Ron DeSantis, who I feel, despite some of the setbacks he has with me, I've agreed ultimately with almost everything Ron DeSantis has done and said, despite a few things that Ron DeSantis has done that I was very against. I love Ron DeSantis. He's our governor. He's been our governor for more than 4 years now. He did two. He's on his. He's about to finish his second term. Ron DeSantis was a very good governor. He got us through the COVID 2020. When COVID came through with the World Health Organization under Bill Gates and James, what's his name, Fauci, Mr. Fauci. I forgot his first name. These guys were. I just like. I know a lot of people disagree. It's very controversial. We can talk about that in later shows. So I'm not going to really get into that outside of I just feel like there's a lot more to the 2020 pandemic than people want to say there was. It's highly controversial, I know, but I feel like there was a lot of manufactured psychological operations going on, and it was some pretty demonic, very let's just say it was preying upon humanity. It was ultimately predatory nature. It was criminals conducting a worldwide. Let me say that one more time for the fellas in the back. Worldwide, they conducted a worldwide criminal act against humanity. Now, outside of all that, Ron DeSantis got us through a lot of that. If it wasn't for Ron DeSantis, Lord knows what would happen to us Floridians. Ron DeSantis actually saved our butts. He stood guard. He did not allow any of the mandatory policies to take. A lot of states did, even Texas. And Texas is supposed to be as Republican as Florida. Texas was basically saying if you don't take the needle in your arm, you don't take this questionable substance that they call vaccines, which I'm not saying that vaccines are poison, and I'm not saying that the medical industry doesn't know what it's doing. But what I am saying is that every now and then you got to make sure you check your government's the small print. You got to look at the contract. You got to look at the writing. You can't just always sign your name on a piece of paper because you think that you could trust these people. And you don't know what's going to happen to you and your family. You got to make sure you protect yourself at all times. So I'm saying that to say this. Ron DeSantis, he did not allow people to just basically say he wrote a contract in the same year that they were trying to pull this junk off on us in the 2020 pandemic. He said, if you own a business and you have employees, it is against the law in terms of Florida. You will be thrown in jail if you try to say somebody's fired because they don't want to take a vaccine that they don't know nothing about. It is not you are not obligating at their, basically at the behest of terminating you from the job. That is not right. Well, anyways, long story short, he's going to be replacing Ron DeSantis, and he's kind of like Ron DeSantis, but he is more, in my opinion, on the Christian side. And here's why I say that. Because for one, Ron DeSantis is allowing a lot of jargon, a lot of nonsense to go off, which is under the Jewish. And this is where the morning show comes in. This is what y'all are going to be getting from the morning show every on the weekdays that we run the show. You're going to be getting at 7 a.m. EST time, which is 6 a.m. on Olee's time in Oklahoma. You're going to be getting all types of news from weather, traffic conditions, to nation, to geopolitics, and so on and so forth, which is going to range into educational purposes like scriptural theology, dealing with religious views that is tied into our politics. Because our brother right here, James Fishback, he's going to do something that Ron DeSantis does or isn't doing. Now, this is what he's saying. He could be lying to us to get the vote. We're going to find out soon enough. But James Fishback, unlike Ron DeSantis is letting these Jewish Zionists run amok in our state. There are these Jewish Zionists. They run every facet of our culture, every facet of everything that we say is American, ranging from sports, entertainment, performance and arts, to education, to politics, even to institutions that deal with, social programs like welfare and food pantries for the homeless. They run everything. And let me tell you something. Ron DeSantis is allowing OnlyFans and these types of things. Well, guess what James Fishback is doing? This is what this brother is proposing. This brother here, if we elect him in Florida, he's proposing not only is he going to challenge the Jewish mandates, the people, the Zionists, the Jewish people that are saying what you can do and what you can't do. He's saying if you run an OnlyFans page in Florida, now mind you, this is Floridian politics. This doesn't mean nationwide. This doesn't mean that it's going to be in all 50 states. This is going to occur in all of Florida. No matter where you're at in Florida, if you come to Florida and you register as a citizen and you try to set up an OnlyFans under the jurisdiction or under the governing term, which is James Fishback, if he becomes governor, you're going to have 4 years under James Fishback, where you have to literally pay 50% of your revenue. Anything you make as an OnlyFans content creator. If you are an OnlyFans content creator and you make 100, I'm just giving you basic math here, guys. If you all, let's say your revenue is $100 as an OnlyFans content creator, you make $100. James Fishback is proposing a tax which is called the sin tax. He even has a name for it. It's called sin. This is under the Christian theology and under Christian law, which is supposed to be judicial, aka this is supposed to be the Jews, the Zionist Jews are already supposed to be thinking this way. But leave it up to a Christian to get things right. You have James Fishback. He's saying, this man that you're looking at right now on the screen, James Fishback is saying, if you come into Florida and you set up an OnlyFans page and you sell content as an OnlyFans content creator and you make $100, this is just an example I'm using as an analogy to describe what will happen. If you make $100, James Fishback is proposing a sin tax, meaning you will pay 50%. Did y'all hear me? That's half. Yeah, I need y'all to understand what I just said. Mathematically, that's half. 50% of anything you make. I don't care if it's $100, if it's $5, if it's $500,000, or if it's $5 million to $500 million. You will pay half of whatever it is that you gain revenue wise. So if you make $100, you're only gonna make 50. 50 of that $100 will go to the state tax, because James Fishback is pushing this policy to align because we're a Republican state. We're considered a swing state, but if you really think about it, man, we're not a swing state. If you close the borders and you force everybody to comply to federal and national law, there is no swing state dealing with Florida. Florida is a Republican conservative state, mostly God-fearing Christian law-keeping citizens. Now, mind you, I will say a lot of them are hypocrites, but that's neither here nor there. I'll get into that. We'll get into those topics later. But in terms of what they want us to think they are Republicans. They are red in terms of the color of Republican. They are Christian. They follow God-fearing spiritual law dealing with the Torah, meaning you're not allowed to come in here and do porno and do basically anything that has to do with degeneracy. If you are trying to push policy, or you're trying to live a lifestyle which is all about godlessness, abominations, cutting off your bloodline, making your bloodline stagnant, drugs, meaningless sex outside of marriage, these things, James Fishbacks is basically saying, I'm going to make you pay for it. I'm going to make you come out of your wallet, your pocket, if you want to do degenerate type of things in your life. Now, let me get to the overall, and I'm going to land my session here. Let's get right here, right? We have, when it comes to candidates like James Fishback, there's always going to be resistance. There's always going to be somebody who's trying to stop you. I'll make an example. Jesus Christ. He came to the world and he said, look, what the Jews, what the modern day Pharisees and Sadducees are teaching is wrong. They're wrong. And this is what you need to do. And here's why. What happened? They found a way to get this man the hell up out of there. That's what I need y'all brothers and sisters to know.
Hey,
Anytime.
I don't mean to interrupt you for a sec. You see the screen?
Oh, my bad. I didn't. I see. Okay.
Thanks to the chat. See, we need that. That's why we need y'all, chat. That's why we need y'all every morning that we do this, to make sure that we stay on track with what we're doing, because this is new to us. But I wouldn't have never even thought about that if you wouldn't have came. Shout out J Snake 65 in the chat, keeping his head, eyes peeled, making sure we keep our stuff straight.
All right,
Back to
hey,
you.
I won't say that word no more. But hey, let me just to give a shout out to Jay Snake. I don't respect the double standard though. In the same time you telling me to watch my tongue on a political correct matter, you spoke outside of a political correct matter by
Let's stay on
saying
our
white
news
boy.
channel. We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later. Let's stay on our
All right,
news channel, because
all right, we'll talk about. But
you was chilling. Jay Snake just wanted to make sure we stayed on right now. He was
all
making
right, I
sure we didn't
got you.
get to
I
the
got you. But all right, we'll talk about that later. But I just
yeah.
felt like that was a direct double standard right there in the midst of everything.
Back to the
I just
news. Yeah, keep that under your
yeah.
shirt so next time you talk to him,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
got that
All
under the
right, all
shirt.
right.
Gotcha.
So in terms of the Zionists, right? The Zionists, they now mind you, once again, Christ Jesus, when he came into the flesh, he was going against the Zionism of that time. And what happened? They got him out of there. They got him out of there. One way or another, they got him out of there. So the point of this segment is you got to really pay attention to what a brother or a sister is representing versus the resistance. Now, I'm not saying that when a brother and a sister is trying to go about it in a righteous means, if they're saying that, look, I'm trying to do it for the betterment of our society, I'm not saying that these brothers and sisters are always right. Sometimes they use righteous means to do wicked stuff. So you got to pay attention and read between the lines. However, by paying attention, that also means this works both sides of the fence. Let's see what else the brother's saying. He says, how many times you're going to repeat the same thing without actually saying anything? All right, that's cool. So anyways, when it comes to Zionism, right? On both sides of the fence, somebody can be doing something good or bad. You got to do your due diligence to figure it out, because when Jesus walked, a lot of people can say, well, Jesus was a good guy. He did good things. But if you look at the script, if you look at the overall story, despite what you think Jesus was doing, there was an opposition, meaning there was a faction that said otherwise. No, Jesus wasn't doing good things. Jesus was doing bad things, and they had to get him up out of there. Now, I say that for this reason. When you look at this brother right here, James Fishback, right? Let me go back to his photo one last time. I just want you to get a good look at his face. Look at those glasses. I believe those glasses are unmistakable. Like, once you see those glasses, you can never forget his face after that, because he's got some big bifocal glasses. Now let's go to the highlight of the situation, right? So here it is right here. There's pushback. And I highlighted it there. I hope you brothers can read that. You brothers and sisters can read that. It says, she was reportedly suspicious about Fishback's intentions, and she tried to suggest they meet at a public place to prevent anything untoward from happening. Now watch this. As you go down and read what it concludes the matter, it says, immediately, let me just sign that up real quick. It says immediately, and I can't pronounce her name. Immediately after Tagliarnini, I think that's an Italian name. Tagliarnini. I'm just gonna say Miss Tag. Miss Tag says a friend who was also working for the campaign called to tell her that Fishback had been reading the text. This is James Fishback. This is our candidate for governor to replace Ron DeSantis in Florida, just for you brothers and sisters that are just coming in. To Fishback had been reading the text to a group of male volunteers in a hotel lobby, including a minor, and Bryant Fulgham, who served in an unpaid role as a liaison between the county chairs and Fishback's leadership team, told Miss Tag that Fishback had also, here it is. This is the overall issue, that Mrs. Tag reported that Fishback had also called her a foid, Foid, which is a term originating from the internet forums like 4chan, which means female humanoid. Now, why am I bringing that up? This is why. Because the people that are running, like the Zionists, the people that are running the facets of all of our culture and industry, sports, entertainment, music, performance and arts, these brothers and sisters, because they own the media, they can weaponize our language against us and make anything sound like whatever they want using the art of propaganda. Meaning, if I can get every news outlet in all 50 states to say that the word foid, Foid, is a bad word, even if I tell you what it means, female humanoid, I can make it sound like that's bad. And that is all I need for everybody to say, oh, maybe that is bad. Yeah, let's not vote for James Fishback because he's going around being misogynistic, calling women female humanoids. So I need you, brothers and sisters, to know that for in terms of our politics statewide, I'm a Floridian. So if you're not in Florida, this may not pertain to you directly in terms of James Fishback, but you can apply this to your settings in terms of, like, for instance, an example, brother Olee, he's in Oklahoma. So brother Olee, in his best benefit, he would want to pay attention to who the candidates are that are running for the governor of his state. And he would have to pay, just like I am, he would have to read between the lines on both sides of the fence to make sure that he is participating in the best way possible for the betterment of his people and his youth that is coming up in Oklahoma at that time. So, yes, brothers and sisters, you are getting your politics here. It is good to stay astute. It is good to stay sound, a sound mind, and make sure that you're up on top of things so that you can better yourself and better your community around you for your youth that is coming up. And yeah, so brother Olee, what's going on in terms of Oklahoma with your state politics? What would you think that the brothers and sisters would benefit from knowing for today in regards to your latest events?
Bet. Let me get this up here for you. My state. This is from news from the states. If you want to know your state news stuff, this is a very good website where I get all of my political, not all of my political information, but a lot of my political information and share my thoughts. This right here is, see if I can't make that bigger just in case people can't. Oklahoma grand jury finds ranked political favoritism and release of Stitt's, this Governor Stitt, Kevin Stitt, friend after a DUI. This is Governor Kevin Stitt giving his thumbs up while delivering the state address on February 3rd. That's where the governor gives a speech about the state of affairs within Oklahoma and how he feels he's doing in his office and his staff is doing. That photo was by Carl Phillips for Oklahoma Voice. Just make sure we get everything. It says multi-county grand jury revealed it's been investigating the early release of a drunk driver from prison. In a report released Thursday, the grand jury said although it found no evidence of criminal wrongdoing, it did find multiple issues with the early release GPS program. It also found evidence of political favoritism toward the offender. A close friend of Governor Kevin Stitt. Stitt denied any political favoritism occurred and called the grand jury report political gossip. This is a grand jury. What happened was in 2023, Sarah Poston was driving in Norman, Oklahoma. That's the home of the Sooners, Boomer Sooner. She was driving with an alcohol blood level nearly twice the legal limit in Oklahoma. She was driving in Norman with a blood alcohol level nearly twice the legal limit while traveling 66 miles in a 25 miles per hour zone. She crashed into another car, grievously injuring a 20-year-old woman. Late last year, Poston was sentenced to 8 years in prison and 7 years on probation. And everybody was happy. But after just 3 days in prison, she was released as part of an electronic monitoring program that uses GPS to track offenders. This rank political favoritism, particularly on a crime that nearly took the life of a 20-year-old young woman, is indefensible, the report from the grand jury says. The grand jury has spent months figuring out how and why this happens, as first reported in the Daily Oklahoman, or that's the Oklahoman, that's a news outlet in Oklahoma. They found that Stitt called the intern director of the Oklahoma Department of Corrections to discuss other matters, but brought up Poston's pre-release sentencing investigation process. And I'll talk more about the pre-sentence investigation process in just a moment after I read y'all this story. Stitt knows Poston and her husband, Rod, who is an attorney and owns a tax firm in Norman. After the call, DOC superiors notified other employees of the call and specifically instructed them to ensure Poston was treated with respect and made to feel comfortable in the Oklahoma Department of Corrections. They ain't supposed to be making you feel that comfortable, not with respect. I've been there before, and I'll tell you more about that later. According to the grand jury report, though, they weren't supposed to be doing that. The DOC officer assigned to conduct Poston's pre-sentencing investigation was not explicitly instructed to be lenient in his sentencing recommendation to the court, the report said. However, he believed that the message carried an implication that he was to be lenient. He felt that the wrong decision could cost him his job. While Poston was in the Cleveland County Jail, the then sheriff, Chris Amson, I don't know which one, who was who has since resigned after pleading no contest to the charge of embezzlement, offered her unprecedented accommodations. She moved cells multiple times for comfort, noise levels, and access to television. She was given a tablet. Her husband was allowed to bring her Chick-fil-A. Emerson told investigators he wanted to do them, the Postons that is, a solid. In phone calls while she was in jail, Rod and Sarah Poston discussed a figure they called the guy, or our buddy, who was working on the P word, presumably pardon or parole for Sarah. However, the P word must first go through the pardon and parole board before the guy approves it. And the process is not like the president of the United States, reads the description of one of the phone calls in the grand jury report. Man, they got power. I mean, well, they know some powerful people anyway, seems like. But Rod Poston states the guy was checking to see if the pardon and parole boards serves at his pleasure to determine if he can tell the board what to do. The grand jury concluded that the guy, buddy, friend, was a code name for Governor Stitt. They didn't call him governor, they said Stitt. He and Rod Poston played football together at Norman High School, according to Stitt, and are members of the same college fraternity, according to the report. The Postons have contributed nearly $30,000 to Stitt's campaign. Stitt explicitly told the Cleveland County District Attorney he is a close personal friend of the Postons. Poston was transferred from jail to the prison in early December. By February 19th, she was at home. Yeah, December to January, January to February, February. Damn, that's just 2 months. That's 2 months, guys. She was assigned to the Department of Corrections GPS program, which is available to nonviolent offenders, which sentence shorter than 10 years. The DLC has not seemed to count parole toward that sentencing length. During the approval process for Paulston's assignment to the GPS program, DLC officials did not contact the victim or her family. Instead, check whether Paulston's GPS release had been approved. The grand jury said Stitt's call to the interim director were on behalf of the Paulstons. Stitt does not characterize the call that way. In an interview with News 9 Friday morning, Stitt called the grand jury report. Now, this is a grand jury, guys. Political gossip from Attorney General. This is the Attorney General in Oklahoma. Let me think. Is he appointed by Governor Stitt? No, that might be a appointed. Not an appointed spot, but Ginter Drummond, Attorney General Gentner Drummond. He said, "I did zero favors for this inmate," Stitt said. "When I found out that she was going to on an ankle monitor, I called to say, 'This is weird. Are you sure this is right?'" Stitt said multiple times in the interview that his heart goes out to the victim. DLC officials did not contact the victim, um, Michelia, Michelia, Michaelia Barrigo. I don't know her first name. Sorry if I butchered that, Miss Barrigo. Damn. Or her family while considering Poston's approval for the GPS program. When the Borregos learned of her impending release, they worked with the Cleveland County District Attorney's Office to advocate against it. Cleveland County is Norman, Oklahoma. The report finds state laws are not specific enough on eligibility requirements for the GPS program and afford too much discretion to DLC administrators who do not receive adequate training on conflicts of interest. Several DLC executives claimed their hands were tied by statute and policy in approving Paulson's early release. However, all affirmed that the GPS program is discretionary and that they possess the ability to deny Paulson's application at the time. Since Paulson's release, Oklahoma lawmakers have passed Senate Bill 137, which gives anyone convicted of causing a great bodily harm or injury while DUI ineligible for the GPS program. Stitt said he supported that measure. When News Now reported, Ann Dennison's pointed out that the measure became law without the governor's signature. Stitt said he vetoes more bills than any other governor in the country. Ooh, that's in Florida too, and purposefully made sure that went into law. The grand jury found no evidence of criminal wrongdoing, but found systematic failures allowed for Poston's release. Now, let's go back to the accountability and what I talk about when I talk about coherence, incoherence, and if this is even a question of whether he used rank and political favoritism to get his homegirl out. Thumbs up. Stitt himself takes a picture and gives me the thumbs up to tell me he agrees that he called those people in the Department of Corrections, used his power to get his homegirl, Sarah Paulston, out. Now, how do we know this? Because myself and several individuals that I'm acquainted with and know have been in the Department of Corrections in Oklahoma one time or another. The first time, when we knew of this program and was not in jail for a DUI or for any bodily harm, was still said that we are ineligible for this program because at this time they had drugs as a scheduled one. The drug that I was involved in, I'll just put it like that. The thing that I was doing illegal things, guys, when I was young. I ain't gonna, this is what we talking about. This is where I became accountable and stopped doing those things though. But I understand now that if I would have known the right person, the governor of that time was Governor Keaton, I probably could have got out too. But it's just who you know. And I say this too because the first time I got in trouble, I got a friend named Jezebel Madrano. He ended up going to the military. I got in trouble. They let me OR bond out. I went and I seen him. He told me about him getting in trouble at the same time. He said they offered for him to go to the Army. I wanted to go to the Army. Went to the courts with a written statement. Do you think I got any political favoritism? No. The only political candidate of that time that was of my stock was a Republican. Can't think of his name right now at this moment. Very Christian church, God respecting and fearing God. But I had plenty of interactions with him though. But nobody, I couldn't find anybody like the other. In fact, I couldn't even look for it. You know why? Because we know these things aren't possible. But right here in 2026, we see Sarah Poston do 73 days in jail and not have to be accountable for anything. And then Governor Stitt, of course he did what he's supposed to if you got that power, but we all know that if all don't have that right, I mean, I guess we all have the right to do that when you're a first-time offender. You all have the right to the first-time offenders program. But all have the chance not to get it. And it should always be 50-50. And it should always be unbiased pardon and parole directors and DLC directors that judge. It shouldn't be the governor stepping down and saying, hey, that's my homegirl. We need to find a way to get her out of here. And then right after that, to cover himself, he signed a bill into law that now says if you hurt somebody and you go to DUI and you ain't available, that program's not available. And I'm gonna end right there, man, because I ain't gonna talk too much about that. That just shows accountability, and when we get to accountability later, we'll show that. We're gonna have another break, and we're gonna come back with national politics, man, to see what they talking about. If anybody want to come up, tell about what's going on in their state, their town, please feel free to come up. I believe, if not, I'm go ahead and place the link in the chat. And right now, we're gonna get to a couple of commercials this time. First commercial we got is...
Listen up, Titan family. The Coliseum of Arguments is officially opening the vaults, and this is your chance to win a piece of league history. We're running a massive high-stakes t-shirt raffle, and these are not your average tees. We're talking ultra-exclusive, limited edition, premium custom apparel that you can't buy anywhere else. Once they're gone forever. We're keeping the stakes high and the odds completely in your favor. Here's how it goes down. Tickets are only $2. The limit, $40 or 20 tickets per person to keep the playing field fair. The odds, we're picking a brand new winner for every 20 tickets sold. Think about the math. If you max out your 20 tickets, you are essentially guaranteeing a crowd milestone and forcing a new drawing. The more tickets moving, the more winners we crown back to back. Are you a $3.99 channel member? Then we've already got your back. As a thank you for holding down the foundation, every single $3.99 member is automatically getting one free ticket entered into the raffle. But don't just rely on that one ticket. Secure your stack, maximize your odds, and ensure your name gets called. These custom designs, from the legendary Debate or Die print to the official Titans Debate League emblems, are strictly limited edition. You don't want to be sitting in the chat watching everyone else flaunt their exclusive gear while you missed out over a $2 ticket. How to enter? Open up your Cash App. Send your entry to $Titans Debate League. Put your name/handle in the note so we know exactly who to crown. The clock is ticking, the tickets are moving, and the next 20 ticket milestone is closing fast. Lock your entries in now and claim your crown. Winners picked this Friday. Are you not entertained? Attention all debate fans. You've been watching, you've been arguing, you've been picking sides. But now it's time to level up. From this point forward, all debates on this platform are going members only. That means the hottest clashes, the wildest arguments, and your favorite personalities going head to head will only be available to subscribers. You want real scholarship? You want the smoke? You want the unfiltered action? Then don't get left outside looking in. Sign up today for as low as $3.99 and get full access to every debate, every moment, every knockout argument. This is Titans Debate League, where legends are made and debates get real. Join now or miss out. Clash of the Titans 1.0. The finals are here. It all comes down to this. Out of 16 debaters, only 2 remain standing. Some fell because they couldn't defend their arguments. Some crashed out because their antics outweighed their intellect. Others simply weren't built for the pressure of the arena. But now, the smoke is cleared. The finals face off. Pandemis the African atheist versus Suave Boss. Before the final war of words, they meet face to face to choose the topic that will define the championship debate. $500 on the line. One winner, one name etched in Clash of the Titans history. Who has the sharper mind? Who can survive the pressure? Who will rise when the lights are brightest? This is bigger than debate. This is legacy. And for everyone who lost along the way, your chance at redemption comes when Tournament 1.2 launches. But right now, this moment belongs to the finalists. Clash of the Titans 1.0, the face-off, Saturday, May 23rd, prime time. Be there to witness history. Are you not entertained?
Yay. Back to the show. Before we continue a little bit, I want to make sure everybody know that we want this to be interactive. I report from Oklahoma. We're going to end up going from the state to state. My man, let me get the screen right since we going live and everything. I want everybody to know this is going to be an interactive show when we come in. It's nice to have people chiming in from wherever they from, doing whatever they doing, if they can help get some information about what's going on wherever they from, when they out and about. What's your weather like that day, tomorrow when we out? New York, California, Texas, Colorado, Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado. I can name all 50 of y'all. We know the 50 states. We know it's 50. We know it's 50 in every one of those states. Tune in, man. Be interactive. We try to provide the. Let me make sure I did that while I'm saying that. Shout out A1. when my man's A1 come on. Shout out Titans Debate League. First of all, where we coming from, the house. This where we at. This where we're gonna stay. Remember, we do debates. We got lots of businesses within the Titans Debate League of people actually trying to help themselves purposely. A1 wrote a book he got out. We'll show that advertisement later. I've written books. We got other people who are very intellectual. I have a publishing company, Only Divinity Publishing. I've published 6 books, help edits books, and do a whole bunch of other things. Right now, we're just trying to find a way to interact and make sure that we can keep information among people, among things. The way that information travels is different. These years and these days. And so, to get ahead of it, to understand we have purpose, to find out accountability, to see where the ones who are supposed to be accountable and making choices for our everyday lives when we're not there. Government, state, local, and national to worldwide. You know what I'm saying? They spending billions of dollars to get protection overseas, and it don't seem that we protected here. With that being said, we about to get to the national. If anybody want to come up though, let me see. I put that in there when we start this. I just want everybody to remember that it's 2026 election is underway. Primary races kicked off across the states, midterms that will serve as a bellwether for Donald Trump's final years as the president. As voters weigh in on consequential and controversial policies, from the first part of this term to the last part, we have to be accountable now. If y'all gonna be sitting, y'all gonna have disputes, and we all have an opinion. But what good is that opinion if you know you didn't even do nothing to try to change it? And the best thing you can do is get to them voter centers, wherever they voting at, shoot you a vote. Even if you put your own name on the ballot and vote, you can vote for yourself. You can vote for me. Just put my name on the ballot and vote, but just go vote. Because it's consequential. Donald Trump got these last 2 years. He got, I ain't gonna get too deep in it, but he got justices that he's brought in to be justices. They've been weighing in on a lot of things that he need him to. He got 2 more years to try to run for president for a 3rd time or start a war. Damn. If he start a war, he don't even have to run for president. He can say he has to stay in office because it's a war going. Damn, I gotta stop thinking too much. Somebody in the building. We fixed to get the national. What you got on the national? Well, I bring King J. Oh, that's my man, King J. Well, let's say what's up to King J before you finish on the national side. King J, how you
What's
doing
the
today,
word,
brother?
Olee? What's the
Oh
word,
man,
Dwayne?
we
What's
just in
good?
here,
What's
man,
good?
trying to get
I mean,
some
what's I
news
got going
going
on today?
on. Man, right now we're just trying to get some news going on in our
Okay,
from information about what's going on where we at right now. We on nationwide politics, so we're just
type
giving
shit.
our opinions, drinking some coffee early in the morning, man. We're gonna try
Yeah,
to
you
make this a
already
good
know.
morning thing and shit, trying to entertain a little
What's the
bit.
demographic? What's our demographic? I'm in the Midwest, out of Illinois. Where everybody else at?
Oh, okay, I'm
It's
right here in
Tampa, Florida,
Oklahoma.
right here, brother.
Tampa, for sure.
I'm in Oklahoma. Where you
Oh,
at? You want to give us a little bit what's going on with the weather right there, man?
man, bipolar as hell. Shit, it's hot and rainy, so it's tornado weather, damn near type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Uh,
it's
all over the place.
yeah, that's just like I'm right here with you. I'm in Oklahoma, so that whole line stretch,
Oh
when
yeah.
that wind go and all that. What about on the politics side? You got anything you've been looking at right there in the
Mm,
state, Illinois?
nothing too tough. I ain't gonna lie, that's not really my field. Politics and social issues. But what we got going on in my area? Those immigrants, they had the immigrants coming in and Venezuelans. They was bringing those in and putting them in our communities, raising, causing crime. They was taking the jobs we didn't want, right? You feel me? It's just a lot, and it's been friction between blacks in our communities and the Venezuelans in our communities. So why they put them there, I don't know. But that's something that's going on in our community right now, where I'm from. Is these immigrants, Venezuelans, are coming in into our communities, and they're violent, they're aggressive. You know what I'm saying? They're
And
not
how
just some refugees. Like they from the slums or the barrio, wherever they at, and they come in here, very aggressive.
right? And how long this been going? This been going. Well, I can remember reading about it from a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it's been about it's been I would say implemented at least a good year, but they still here everywhere we look. They there. So
All right, bet, man. So, you got
how
any
about where
way
you
you?
at? Is that going on there? Because I know you're in Oklahoma. That's closer to the border. I would imagine that might be going on in your area as well.
No, they don't. They don't do it like that. Now here in Oklahoma, I'm from Hobart, Oklahoma. I'm from Southwest Oklahoma.
Okay.
The Mexican population that comes up through there, they cool. They work.
Yeah.
They don't bother us. They don't get drunk.
Okay.
We know they have problems. Everybody have problems with our stock, but
Mhm.
um it's small where I'm from. So when the family's done mixed over the years and stuff, now we
Yeah.
got kind of got a everybody together. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Right here in Oklahoma, where I'm from now, in Oklahoma City, on the south side, it's like the California Mexicans. They got gangs and
Oh, that
everything.
gang shit.
As
Yeah.
as yep, but as far as like a group like the Venezuelans coming in or the Somalians
Yeah.
and we haven't had any of that yet.
Hmm.
They haven't, you know what I'm saying? Um they got individual things, but like I said, I don't know. Oklahoma, it's the Bible Belt. Everything always work different, but we know everything that's going on in the world. And our
Hmm.
whole thing here in Oklahoma, I won't lie, has always been it's the power structure making sure that the black man ain't even in politics.
Hmm.
Like they try to stop you from doing anything for yourself. They JC Watts. I was
Okay.
trying to think of that Republican that I played football at OU when I was young that was coming in. JC Watts, that's his
Hmm.
name. But we got some people in there, a lot of lawyers, a lot of the black people that are in politics now that were lawyers first, DAs,
Yes.
public defenders that had already got people time and stuff, and now they seem to, since they got people
So
that
so
time, they
so there are people in politics down there that are lobbying for the black people. Nah.
not some, not the way that if I would have did my life right and I was lobbying, I would be. They lobby more for a certain community of
Of course.
how can I say it? Like like they divide in us part and then make us like because it's only a handful of them. And so
Hmm.
they in Oklahoma City, they gonna do everything for Oklahoma City, but we ain't got no representatives from the Southwest. Now you got places like Tatum and Tulsa, they got
Yeah.
black people in there that's doing real, but those places in Oklahoma are few in between. Everything else
Mhm.
is ran by
Yeah.
the other demographic.
I
And
actually
so
lived in Tulsa. I was like 18. I lived there for about a year. Met a girl.
how old are you?
40.
If you don't mind me, man. Ah, yeah, you know what's going on there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've been
that's
around.
what it is. Bad. Yeah, but that's
Mhm.
how it's going on right here. Politically, man, in the Midwest. Anybody else want to come in? Has anybody else came in? Shadow, you want to go ahead and begin your if you want to, Jay King J, what about nationwide? What you been looking at for Donald Trump or anything You see the House or the
Um,
House of Representatives? Anybody doing anything
I'm
strange?
not quite familiar with what's going on right now. Like I say, politics, I really haven't been, but I will say that I supported Trump.
Oh,
And that
oh
may
yeah.
sound a little crazy, but I'm an entrepreneur, um, and his policies work well for me. Under his policies, I made the most money I ever made. You know what I'm saying? Like, opposed to Obama, right? It was a little different. So his policies, I seem to be. I don't think it's more of a. I don't look at Trump as a. I mean, if he's racist, he is. I
Yeah.
respect that he's outwardly that way, opposed to someone who may be like Biden, right? Who may be a closet racist, and may just sleep, rock us to sleep that way. I
Yeah.
respect whatever your views are. I respect it. You know what I'm saying? So, but his policies, as far as like entrepreneuring and business wise, I was for. I made a lot of money, so I was for Trump.
Ain't nobody disagree with that because that's what it's all about, ain't it?
Hmm.
I
The
mean,
bread,
and
yeah, it ain't. I don't look at it black or white anymore. I look at it as if the have and the have not. Either you
right.
got it or you don't. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no in between. Ain't no middle class no more. Like in Detroit, my mom live up there. Either you got money or you don't.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm
See,
saying?
and that's what it is. That's what I understand now. It's who you in contact with and how you
Yep.
can move your money. Because if
Yep.
I had enough money to do anything, I wouldn't have to talk to Donald Trump.
And
Donald
even
Trump.
that, and
I
even
just have to put my
networking,
money
like
into something.
even on a
Yeah.
network tip, just like using these platforms. I was saying about that the other day. I be on side, I be on here, I be on here. All these people have different careers and stuff. There should never be something I should lack or need because I should be able to reach out to one of my brothers on the panel and say, "Oh, you do that? I need you right." You know what I'm saying? I do this. You know what I'm saying? I got you.
I agree
That's
with you,
what we need
King
to
J.
use the platform is to network what we got going on. So
And
I'm
that's
for
why I
that.
kind of started this though. That's why I wanted something in the morning because I know everybody
Yeah.
moving around. If we start early enough, even before people can get to work, they'll be able to stop in 5 minutes. Hey, I'm over here. I'm doing this, and we can get a community. And
Yep.
it don't always have to be the debating and being mad at everybody. That is what we risk for our entertainment because
Yeah.
we understand the intellectual part of what we're
Yes.
doing, and
Yes.
people like that entertainment too. But our end goal is to answer those questions so we can better what's actually going on here
Yes. Yes.
in
Most
this
definitely.
existence. So I
Hmm.
actually agree with I definitely agree with you. And
Yep.
that's what I want this to be.
We can debate, we can disagree, and at the end of the day, still break bread. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at you. I just don't
For
like your
real.
information.
We
You
just
feel me?
don't,
Like,
yeah, we just if
yeah.
we don't agree, we just don't agree. We can
Hmm.
debate about it. I might agree, I might not.
Yep.
Is you hurting anybody? Yeah,
Nope.
good. You can
Nope.
think how you doing.
You
I
feel
ain't
me?
hurting nobody. We cool
Nope.
with that. And
Yep.
then we just having intellectual discussions and hoping that
Yep.
we can find out something that ain't nobody found out
Uh-huh. Yep.
that make it
And,
make sense. Mine is
and
intelligibility. I argue
and a
for
friend of mine told me
intelligibility.
the other day, but he was like, you never know a person until you actually fight them. Like, fighting is is intimate. And a lot of times you get into it with somebody and y'all become best friends after y'all fight.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
That level of respect between you establish that level of respect. And so yeah, we can sharpen it, our swords amongst each other. And then you know what, brother, you in Oklahoma? Hey, I need this, I need that. And you
Yeah,
be there for me. You know what I mean?
that's what it is. That's
Hmm.
exactly what it is. That's why I be asking everybody. I got, like I said, I got time. I got just enough time left within existence
Yes,
to be
yes.
able to move enough that by the time my daughter go to college and
She'll
everything
be
is
fed.
set, you know what I'm saying?
She'll
She'll
be
be set, not just set like that though, but set with the friends and the people who I done found who got the same like minds who want that for their kids that age.
yes.
Okay,
Support.
then we
Yes.
gotta find people that's going to lawyers. Y'all three going for lawyers. Y'all going for doctors and stuff. We need all that. So when you get out of school,
Hmm.
we're doing all of this. You know what I'm saying? I'm enough time to, you know what I'm saying, in that movement. It's never too late, and we
No.
never know when they come up with the technology, medical technology that extend us our lives or whatever.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
for as long as we got in mind what the length is, I'm still trying to push because I know I've been talented. I'm a jack of all trades.
Hmm.
Um, and that's what I want to do. When people ask me to help them, I've always have. That
Yes.
might be the reason I'm not as well off as I should be, but for some reason I'm always feel richer than other
Mm-hmm.
people when I get in their presence. It
Yep.
just
Because it's
seems
not
like
even
they ain't
about you
doing
no more. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, your daughter. It's about putting them in positions to succeed.
right.
It
And
ain't
not
even
just
about us no more. You know what I mean?
hell no. It got to be for that future. We know what we went through. We got to prevent that.
Yep. Yep.
As much as I love Tupac, I promise I went to the pen because of Tupac. Because I was
Oh,
I ain't gonna lie.
but look, 'cause look, and it's crazy with Tupac because when he first started out, he was not thug like. Pac was very pro black, pro this, pro that. You know what I'm saying? What's it called? Dear Mama, keep your head up. You know what I'm saying? I think once he got out of jail and got with Death Row, he had to portray that sort of thug image with Suge Knight. You know what I'm saying? That was his
Mm-hmm.
downfall, I think. But you know, what can you say when a man pays you $1 million bill when ain't
Yep, yep.
nobody else was there for you? You know, so I don't know. But I would just say that Tupac was a positive. For one, I didn't know the man. He did all this and died at the age of 24, 25.
Yep. That was young, him and Biggie.
That in itself is like, wow. He put out so much music, movies, went to jail. You know what I'm saying? Before the age of 25. You know, so
Yeah.
that's a lot.
We got Jay Snake to the stage. What up, Jay?
What's stopping?
Oh man, trying to do what we do, get some information at the same time, connect with everybody else across the nation. See if we can't get a good movement started. Starting out with that coffee. You drink coffee in the morning?
Hell no, I don't take too
Yeah.
coffee.
I know you
All
still
I do is
young,
make
ain't
me tea, man. It make me energy, man. I'm a tea drinker. I rather drink tea.
Oh, well, that's the same
Mm-hmm.
thing. You know what I'm saying? I believe I be drinking tea sometimes too. Actually, I drink half coffee, half tea. That's good if
Yeah,
you ain't never
I
tried
drink
that
green
out.
tea, man. And I get more of a, I don't know, I can feel it more like as far as like energy in my brain. You know what I mean? My brain works better when I drink it in the morning. Coffee don't really do nothing for me. That's just me.
Gotcha. Where you at? What side of the state nation you at? What part of the
I'm
nation
in Des
you at?
Moines, man.
Des Moines,
Yeah,
Iowa.
yeah.
Oh, what's going on down there?
Oh shit, man. Besides the fucking weather changing every 3 seconds, it's pretty relaxing, man. That's why I like it. You know what I mean? Just like every other city, we got our knuckleheads and crime and shit. But you know what I mean? It's a good place to like raise a family and shit like that. That's you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
peaceful.
yeah. That's right. What the weather looking like right now? Rainy and shit. You say it's bipolar. You're in the
We just
Midwest.
got over a couple storms and shit. We've been having storms, but it's like cloudy right now.
Okay, okay. Yeah, my daughter's sister live in Monticello. Oh no, that's Illinois. I'm tripping.
Yeah, I know. I know what I said. That's like South Illinois. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was
Look.
thinking about Iowa. That's where my brother used to stay. That's where my niece stay. She
Mhm.
used to stay in or no, they still stay in Iowa. She gonna be down here for them.
What
But
Oh,
part?
uh I can't think of it right now. And he used to coach down there too. But it's one of them little towns. She's still down there right now. Uh I can't think of it right now. But she'll be here. I'll figure it out. I got to think sometime. Know so much. I feel like that I be forgetting so much. But the weather you say is bipolar, just like the rest of the Midwest.
Hey, you know that Midwest shit going on.
You got
There's a saying here: if you don't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, can y'all hold on a second? What's going on with the politics down there, Jay?
Shit, you know what? Let's speak on some national shit. What y'all think about that Raul Castro situation, man? They trying to indict my guy, man. Fucking like 20 years later, after some shit that America does every day, man, blowing up some planes, crossing over into their territory and shit. Yeah, you know how it goes. It always gets exciting.
So Dwayne, did you ever get that? Did you and Humble ever had a discussion about what I was talking about?
Yeah, we had a face off, but we never did officialize the debate, which I thought was kind of disappointing because I really wanted to debate him.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to debate him on in an official debate, but we never got to that. It was just what happened was is he dropped off in the middle of the discussion and he never came back. What happened? Yeah, that's what happened. I mean, if we're gonna break it down in its most layman terms,
Keep it real.
he ghosted in the midst of the discussion.
Mm, mm.
Yeah.
It's crazy because I tell them all the time, you got to know who you familiarize yourself with your opponent. You know what I'm saying?
I
You're
didn't.
Christian now.
You was cutting out. What you say?
Can you hear me now?
No, I'm
Yeah, I can
talking
hear
about
you.
No, I'm talking about Shadow. You said what about Humble?
I cut out.
Yeah, you to on my end. It might have been
Oh,
my
my bad, my
headphones though, 'cause
bad.
my headphones
I apologize,
bad.
bro. Yeah, what I was saying was, and mind you, I'm just telling you what happened. I'm not telling you why. I'm just telling you what. So I don't want brothers to get that misconstrued. But what happened was, in the midst of me and Humble Mystic, we was having a lead up discussion, aka a face off. We was having a face off to format an official debate.
Yes.
And what happened was, in the midst of that discussion, as we were building, he just went ghost. He just evaporated. He just vanished. Like,
He got up out of
yeah.
there.
And I didn't think nothing of it. But what disappointed me was we never we never came back for that follow up.
Exactly. Ain't
Shout
nothing
out my
wrong with
man
it.
Humble, you
Hey,
up
man,
in
yeah,
here,
don't
man?
go
Come
stop with
on,
my
man.
guy A1, man. I just ordered some custom shirts from A1, man. My guy does some real good work, bro. With every penny on everything. Y'all go
Oh
stop
yeah,
with
yeah,
A1, man.
I got to get
he
my
do.
shirt from A1 too. I still got to send for that little shipping and handling.
Matter of fact, that
What God
being
I got a
said,
shirt?
I cash them
that
out
being
instantly.
said,
I cash them out from overnight shipping on the shirt. Something to cash out before the shit was even done.
Yeah.
let me see. Oh, what happened? Oh, I know. Just 1 second, y'all.
But yeah, Dwayne, whenever you get a chance, I would love to. Like I say, I still got my PowerPoint for from the discussion that we had.
Yeah, I would like to put that to good use. I don't want that to go in vain, brother. I want you to be able to put that work, make it manifest, put it out there to the universe. I know you're waiting for the proper time. You don't want to just throw it out there. You want to make it on the debate, and I don't blame you. I'm eager to see what you got because, like I say, man, I'm very confident. I'm standing as a champion to my position, and I'm waiting on a brother or a sister that can come and show me otherwise. All praises.
Yeah,
Listen up, Titan family. The Coliseum of Arguments is officially opening the vaults, and this is your chance to win a piece of league history. We're running a massive high-stakes t-shirt raffle, and these are not your average tees. We're talking ultra-exclusive, limited edition, premium custom apparel that you can't buy anywhere else. Once they're gone forever. We're keeping the stakes high and the odds completely in your favor. Here's how it goes down. Tickets are only $2. The limit, $40 or 20 tickets per person to keep the playing field fair. The odds, we're picking a brand new winner for every 20 tickets sold. Think about the math. If you max out your 20 tickets, you are essentially guaranteeing a crowd milestone and forcing a new drawing. The more tickets moving, the more winners we crown back to back. Are you a $3.99 channel member? Then we've already got your back. As a thank you for holding down the foundation, every single $3.99 member is automatically getting one free ticket entered into the raffle. But don't just rely on that one ticket. Secure your stack, maximize your odds, and ensure your name gets called. These custom designs, from the legendary Debate or Die print to the official Titans Debate League emblems, are strictly limited edition. You don't want to be sitting in the chat watching everyone else flaunt their exclusive gear while you missed out over a $2 ticket. How to enter? Open up your Cash App. Send your entry to $ Titans Debate League. Put your name/handle in the note so we know exactly who to crown. The clock is ticking, the tickets are moving, and the next 20 ticket milestone is closing fast. Lock your entries in now and claim your crown. Winners picked this Friday. Are you not entertained?
My bad, man. Jay Snake shouted out them t-shirts. I had to play that, man. For y'all who want to get in some of them great t-shirts. We got raffle going. Raffle ticket and get a ticket. Donate to the Cash App in the Titans Debate League. Get a ticket. Get free t-shirts. Get one of the membership programs. Matter of fact, I can show you more on that.
Attention all debate fans. You've been watching, you've been arguing, you've been picking sides. But now it's time to level up. From this point forward, all debates on this platform are going members only. That means the hottest clashes, the wildest arguments, and your favorite personalities going head to head will only be available to subscribers. You want real scholarship, you want the smoke, you want the unfiltered action, then don't get left outside looking in. Sign up today for as low as $3.99 and get full access to every debate, every moment, every knockout argument. This is Titans Debate League, where legends are made and debates get real. Join now or miss out.
Now, think about that. You get your membership, you automatically get one free entry into the shirt drawing, to the shirt raffle. I'm sorry. So that's just something you can look forward to. And back to you, gentlemen.
Mhm.
What was we talking about?
I
We
was
was
trying to
really
highlight
on to
Dwayne. I was talking to Dwayne about something about our discussion, and I was explaining to him why I think that being a Christian Gnostic is an oxymoron, right? So we were kind of going back and forth about that. I wanted to talk a little bit more about the Nag Hammadi library and Doceism, actually, because I think last time we talked, I was under the impression that he believed in a Dosic Jesus, but I don't think he does. About our last conversation, he said that he doesn't believe in that. So I just wanted to get his opinion on that.
Oh, bet. We was gonna open it up after we finish
Oh, okay, my
our
bad.
news briefs. No, we right here we got two more to go. We just got the nationwide politics, and then we got sports and entertainment. And right after that, we can go into the
Put it on where we can see everybody.
yeah.
Yeah. Are we backstage right now? Off the screen?
No,
We on
yeah,
stage.
Oh,
we
you're
off the
live.
No,
screen.
Okay,
yeah,
I got you.
We on the screen. He want
there
this
we
right
go.
here. And we all up there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. Hey, brother, I'll be talking to A1 to get us set up. So I
What's up?
got you.
Say less. Say less. Say less.
Yeah, and don't trip. Y'all can definitely have a discussion after we finish this. I just want to finish this news brief and make
No
sure we
doubt,
get
no
all of
doubt.
that out the way.
Most
Um,
definitely.
and now we on the national news right now.
Yeah.
You got anything on your mind about that, Shadow? What you think
Yeah,
going
I'm gonna
on
keep it.
nationally?
I'm gonna keep it brief. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because I'm more of into geopolitics, aka international news, but it does tie in. They're hand in hand. They go together. In terms of the national news, I'll just say that um, yeah, man, we got to come together as a community for the sake of our youth, for the sake of our future. I think one of the biggest issues we have in terms of domestic policy is our open border policy. I think that's something that we as a nation, we got to come together, man. We got to find a general consensus. We've got to find a way to bridge the gap between the disagreements versus the agreements. And the biggest driving the driving factor when it comes to disagreements pertaining to the open border policy is history. That's where most of the disagreements, and I'm speaking on the terms of the blue Democrat left wing ideology. The driving factor and pushback is, well, this land was founded by a foreign invasion. This land and the terms used historically is all are immigrants. We are all immigrants. And here's the thing, that's true. That's true. But we got to find a way to bridge the gap. I believe that maybe the best way to come to a solution is we redesign and reformat our immigration policy, meaning what the steps needed to get into the country. But I'm more on the red side, the Republican conservative side.
Me too.
Yeah, and here's why, and I'll explain it briefly because I don't want to be too long-winded, right, and take up too much time. But my reason to behind it is for the sake of our youth. I'm thinking about our families. I'm thinking about your children and mine. I'm not just thinking about me, mine, and people that look like me. I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking about everybody that is considered American
Mm-hmm.
that has a fair stake in this country, whether that be black, brown, yellow, white. It don't matter what race you are. If you are a born citizen, if your parents were a born citizen, then you have just as much stake to claim as I do. And I don't want a foreign invasion under the guise of you can say what do they call it, sanctuary, and there's another word that they use for when they come in here. I forgot what the word is. It's on the
Like
tip
a
of my
safe,
tongue.
like a safe zone, a safe space for them
No,
to.
it's a word that they use besides sanctuary. It's a word that they use, asylum, seeking asylum. That's it.
Yeah.
Asylum.
Mm-hmm.
They come in here saying, well, I'm seeking, and mind you, that's a real thing. There are nations outside of America that is under tyrannical rule, that is under systematic oppression, and they're being exterminated just for existing. So they come to this country for a fair shake. I get that. But we got to draw the line when it comes to our children being put first, your children and mine. And we can't just let people coming up in here and just say, well, since I got to cross the border and I had a baby, I have a right to stay here. Nah, man, we got to change up that policy. But
Wait. What's the part? So you're for the border being closed, or you're for them being open?
I'm mostly for immigration being enforced, meaning you can't just come up in here and claim citizenship because you made it across the line.
That's how it is now. So Biden.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm for Trump's policies, right? Because they
Yeah.
have the zero release policy now, right? Where if you do get across the border, you know what I'm saying, they process you and they deport you and they return you back immediately, right?
Immediately. Yeah.
Immediately. So I'm for that. Like, and I think that keeps us safe. So I mean, I'm all for the policies that they seem right and exact.
But
So
here's where I'm willing to lean a little bit, meaning be for the sake of history, for the sake of this land in terms of what we're defending right now, it was established off of an invasion. It was established off of a military campaign that dealt with force. And with that being said, for the sake of the historical actuality, we should at least make it to where it's practical, if that makes sense. I'm not saying you can just walk up in here like right now, like how the current status is, where you could just walk up in here and be a citizen. But we need to make it to where if they really prove that they're trying to assimilate, as in they're not trying to come in here, wave their flag, and then burn our flag and tell us our culture shit. If they're coming in here to share their culture and respect ours, respect the flag, then we should make it a little easier because one of the main reasons why people are coming across the border illegally and they're not trying to go through the system is because they're saying the system is damn near impossible. It takes just too much to I guess to qualify. So if we can just maybe make the system a little more practical for the all I care about is look, man, I don't mind anybody coming over here to help America be America that it is, but please don't come over here and then burn our flag and say that American culture's trash and that we deserve to die. It's like, why are you here then?
or be a
That's all I'm
spy,
saying.
or be a
Pretty
spy.
much. Yeah. But yeah, I lay my plane there on that aspect.
Got you. I just want to piggyback off what y'all, because that seemed like something we can get into right after we finish with sports and entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Right here again, I'm from the news from the States, because like I said, I'm trying to get the States and find me a little vein type organization where we can spread out through the whole United States. And immigration enforcement is definitely going to be a big topic.
Absolutely. Very, very controversial. Very.
Right here it says aggressive tactics of immigration enforcement. Aggressive tactics employed by immigration agents under the Trump administration's generated a wave of backlash across the country. Over the course of President Donald Trump's second term, mass immigration agents shot and killed people, threatened bystanders, and detained legal immigrants, as well as U.S. citizens, among other high-profile incidents. In response, communities are organizing mass protests, and legislators are weighing bills meant to curb their power. And then you see things like this in Virginia. Spanberg's ICE actions deepen divide with Virginia Democrats. Spanberg is probably their their governor. We got places like Tennessee where the immigrant rights group sues Tennessee Highway Patrol over motorist stops. Seems that they done stopped somebody and did something they might regret, or the person who did it might regret suing them. Arizona got overflowing toilets, no medical care. Democrats call Mesa ICE facility a public health issue. That's in Arizona. We got that in Iowa. I sued over alleged FOIA violations related to county jail records. Arizona, Trump is turning DACA into a deportation pipeline, one expired permit at a time. Maryland advocates press governor to sign remaining.
We lost you, brother. You there? Hey, check your mic, brother. Check your mic. Yo, did I drop off or did y'all drop off? I'm trying to see.
No,
I got.
I think he dropped off for a second.
All right. Yeah, he's out. Hey, brother Olee, you are out of line on the audio side. You have no audio, my brother.
Yeah, I know somebody called me and
Okay, I got
messed
you.
me up.
Okay,
I had to join
okay.
back. South Dakota, we
Real
got
quick, real quick. Has it happened down there to where ICE has there been any instances where ICE has mistakenly arrested black people and tried to deport them?
not in Oklahoma, haven't.
I know Oklahoma. Okay, okay.
Yeah, we a certain stock. They know we. they,
They
we a
didn't try to pull
certain.
it up here before.
Yep, that's why the
Mm.
if you look at history, slavery didn't reach Oklahoma. It got
Oh
Really?
picked up
shit.
New Orleans, and that's the hell no.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
But they had to have a land run and come back with the Indians to get this
Mm.
land. And they have it as a land run, but that was actually conquering the people who wasn't
You
they.
talking
But
Damn.
about
that's
the home?
another story. That's
You talking
another
about
story, man.
the Homestead Act?
That's another story. We ain't gonna talk about that right there. Hold on,
Okay,
King Jake. That's for later date.
later day for sure. We definitely get into it.
Minnesota ICE agents charged with in January 14th suit in Maryland. You see,
That
oh,
Venezuela man, yeah, that's that. Mm-hmm.
what that say about Florida right there?
58 million to hit Florida.
You see it
Hey,
dark. You see it darkness. I mean, shadow.
Yeah, I see. I see the. I see. You could blow it up a little bit, but I
Can you
can
tell us a
almost.
little more about that? Oh, it just say
There
alligator
we go. Alligator Alcatraz.
Alcatraz.
Yeah.
What's that about? Let me
Oh
hit.
huh?
yeah, that's in
We'll
Florida,
talk.
right?
That's yep. Let me see. We'll talk about that, and that'll end my
Yeah, that's
nationwide.
supposed to
That's
be a
good, right?
facility. That's supposed to be an advancement on facilitating immigrants in due process
Who
or
do we have
suspect
here?
immigrants.
Who do we have here?
That's Trump, and I can't make out who that other person is.
ICE.
Says the first round of first round of reimbursements for alligator Alcatraz will be processed sometime next week.
Wow. So
The
so they already got it running.
You finna get
we
paid.
about to read it right now. We're just to see. The first installment of the federal government's promised 608 million reimbursements for the so-called alligator Alcatraz lockup will hit Florida in the coming days. Newly obtained correspondence says or shows. Your
Shit.
payment request in the amount of 58,292,145 have been approved.
Wow.
The payment was accepted by our financial system on 5/15/2026. Reads an email sent Friday from the Federal Emergency Management Agency to the Florida Division of Emergency Management. Please expect an electronic payment to be made to your organization's bank within 3 to 5 business
Business day.
days.
Yeah.
Mm, mm.
Hey, brother Olee,
Yeah.
what's your take on the open border policy? What do you think what should be done?
Well, we're gonna get to that in a little bit. Let's finish this. Close that out. Then we're gonna go to sports, and then that's how we're gonna start doing it. We're gonna go over everything we're supposed to. Then we'll backtrack. Everybody take notes about
Oh, you
or take
saying you're gonna
mental
do it?
notes.
You're gonna do it afterwards, or are you gonna do
Yeah,
it while you're
yeah.
doing a breakdown on the national
No,
policy?
I'm gonna do my national. You did your national. I'm gonna do my national. We're gonna see if anybody got some quick comments. We're gonna do sports and entertainment. Get that out the way,
All
and
right.
then we'll open the panel, and we might even just start a whole new one. But I'd rather just keep the panel open. We can kind of end this part of the show. Play the out music. Play our
Yeah.
last um sponsored video, and then we can open it for all
Okay.
type of
Cool.
discussion, and
All
it'll
right.
still be morning coffee. Sound good to y'all, Jay, King Jay,
Yeah, we in the
Jay Snip?
afternoon now, so let's get it.
Sounds good.
All right, bet. I'm gonna try not to take too long. Thank y'all for waiting in here with me. But yeah, Florida, they got a big payment coming. It say FEMA. Neither FEMA nor Florida emergency managers responded to questions about what specifically the 58 million is for, or how many additional payments will be made before the full 608.4 million grant is paid out. The federal reimbursement can only be paid for the optional costs, not modifications or construction linked to the remote Everglades Center. So what's that? So they messed up somebody's place without Alligator Alcatraz, located within the Everglades, has been mirrored in controversy since its inception, with complaints ranging from legal and humanitarian problems to alleged environmental violations. Although the most recent case was resolved in the state's favor, but one of the facility's biggest criticisms is how it has been its price tag. The center is estimated to have cost more than $1 billion over a year and reportedly burnt through more than $1 million per day on detainees. Who is these detainees? Who are the detainees? Are they real alligators? Shadow?
No, they're not real alligators.
Hmm. Okay.
But a million per day, man. To me, I hear corruption, but yeah, keep going, bro.
It says Governor Ron DeSantis, uh, DeSantis, that's the homeboy you was talking about a while ago, right? For his part,
Yeah,
said during the press conference earlier this week that Florida would recover the full amount, and the funding sluggish pace is simply just the way for the federal government operates, or just the way that. Oh, so he's saying that the federal government ain't sending the money that they owe.
they corrupt. That's
So
what
the
they saying.
federal government owes this money
Yeah, they
to the
corrupt.
state, and
They
then the
corrupt. A
state
million,
owes
a
it to the
million
people.
dollars, bro. They corrupt. You could tell it's going in pocket. A lot of that money's going in pockets, bro, under the table.
He's noted that the state still hasn't been paid back for humanitarian flights to Israel or spending on hurricane recovery over the past few years. FEMA doesn't reimburse immediately. It just takes time, he said. According to the state spending records, FDEM or FEDM in 7 months spent nearly 460 million on immigration enforcement. Roughly 390 million of that went out between June and October on Alligator Alcatraz alone, the Phoenix Pup previously reported. Under FEMA's grant rules, Florida for Alligator Alcatraz can seek reimbursement for clothing and bedding and hygiene, laundry, janitorial services
Mhm.
and supplies, staff salary. Oh, so what? Florida funded this and the federal government was supposed to? And so now the funders want their money back.
Yeah, it's corruption, man.
Hmm. And
That's what I don't like about these people, man. They're corrupt, man.
so that's just another thing. I pointed out my governor earlier, Governor Stitt, skipping accountability. Looks like DeSantis saying that the government isn't accountable, and the government is trying to say they're not, but it's really just DeSantis and old
Hmm.
Donald having problems.
Yeah, Donald's got that. The thing with Donald is because he's been president for 2 terms, Florida's been getting a lot of love because this is Donald's home state. So Donald's been making sure Florida's taken care of, and he's been making sure that Florida's damn near 100% Republican.
Gotcha. All right, well, that's been the end of the national. We're going to get to this commercial, and we'll be right back with the sports and entertainment.
Clash of the Titans 1.0. The finals are here. It all comes down to this. Out of 16 debaters, only 2 remain standing. Some fell because they couldn't defend their arguments. Some crashed out because their antics outweighed their intellect. Others simply weren't built for the pressure of the arena. But now, the smoke is cleared. The finals face off. Pandemis the African atheist versus Suave Boss. Before the final war of words, they meet face to face to choose the topic that will define the championship debate. $500 on the line. One winner, one name etched in Clash of the Titans history. Who has the sharper mind? Who can survive the pressure? Who will rise when the lights are brightest? This is bigger than debate. This is legacy. And for everyone who lost along the way, your chance at redemption comes when Tournament 1.2 launches. But right now, this moment belongs to the finalists. Clash of the Titans 1.0, the face-off. Saturday, May 23rd, prime time. Be there to witness history. Are you not entertained?
And back to you, gentlemen. You got anything about sports you want to speak on? Anything?
Man, go Spurs. Man, Wimby all the way.
Wimby all the way.
Wimby all the way.
I heard that. Uh, what's up with you, Shadow? Shadow, you got looking at anything? What's going on down there in Florida with the sports? I know y'all got all kind of sports
Um,
teams.
in terms of state wise, I'm really if my brother was here, man, he can hold this down for a whole day because he's all about like he follows the Seminoles, he follows even the female softball team that is the Seminoles. But me, I'll say I'm not astute when it comes to sports. Most importantly, state sponsored sports, dealing with the hockey league, the Lightning, the Tampa Bay Lightning, dealing with the Tampa Bay Rays, dealing with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm not really too astute in that field, but I am pretty good when it comes to boxing. Most importantly, boxing. I'm a little I dabble here and there in MMA, combat, maybe sports, but when it comes to the entertainment side, I could pretty much go all day on about that. And
Give
as
me
a matter,
give me
go ahead.
your number one middleweight boxer.
My number one middleweight boxer.
Middleweight.
Middleweight, man. Who's a good middleweight boxer that I can think of off the top of my head right now?
Tommy Hearns, Marvis Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard.
Well, those are classics. Those are classical. I'm thinking. I'm trying to think of like current, modern, at the moment.
It ain't gotta be. It's all time. It's all time. It can be modern, or it can be modern, or you know.
Okay, of all time.
All time.
Man, I'm gonna say, man, I'm trying to think if he was a middleweight. Don't get me wrong, man. I think he was. What's his name? Damn, it's on the tip of my tongue. Let me get it off.
Hagler?
No, not Hagler. He's a white boy too, by the way.
White boy.
Damn, he's a Welsh.
White boy.
Oh, damn.
He's a white boy. I just can't think of his name right off the top of my head, man.
Caleb Plant.
No, man. I wish. See, this is what's gonna make me mad is after the show's over, and then I'm gonna freaking remember. Not Hatton. He fought Jeff Hook Lacey. He beat Jeff Hook Lacey's butt, and Jeff Hook Lacey's just like Winky Wright. He's coming out of the gym that I was boxing in St. Petersburg, Florida. See, St. Peter's where Rod Wade.
You can't be that good if you don't remember his name.
Bro, I just can't because he's been retired for a minute, and it's
My
I
favorite
can
was
almost
B-Hop.
remember it.
B-Hop was my favorite.
What's his name, man? Damn. I can't remember his name. I'm gonna look it up real quick. I'm gonna let y'all
Who did he
speak for a
fight?
second.
Who did he fight?
He fought Jeff Hook Lacey. He fought Antonio No, he fought what's his name? Damn, what's the dude's name? He fought Bernard Hopkins.
Did he?
Yeah. He beat Bernard Hopkins. What's his name? Let me think of his name.
Let me look that up. I'm gonna look it up.
Well, I'm gonna figure it out right now. Hopkins and watch this. I'm gonna get it right now. Hopkins and Lacey. Jeff Left Hook Lacey. Watch, it's gonna pop up right now. It's gonna make me mad because I couldn't remember his damn name, man. I can't get it off the top of my. It's like you can almost remember it, but I can't. It's like something stuck right at the. What's his name? Calzaghe. That's his name. Calzaghe. Joe Calzaghe.
Never heard of him.
I never heard of him either.
He's an undefeated. He's an undefeated
Y'all never heard
fighter.
of Joe Calzaghe?
Hell no. He say he's 45-0.
Yeah, he's an undefeated fighter. Nobody could beat him. It's just the problem is he was a Welsh
Can't argue
fighter.
with the numbers though. Can't argue with them numbers.
Yeah. He was a hell of a fighter, man. And here's why. Because he was a boxing purist. But the problem what happened was once he started beating big names, he was kind of already in his 40s and he broke his hand. So he lost his real power that he had. He
Yeah.
kind of
ran.
he kind of
He
went out
ran.
like Mayweather did.
He ran from a young Floyd. Tell the truth.
What? No,
He
Floyd wasn't even in the
ran
same
from a
class. No,
young Floyd. He still
not
ran until
Calzaghe.
yeah, he did. Floyd ended up in that weight class.
What? A
He ran before
middleweight?
Floyd got there.
Nah, bro. Floyd ain't no middleweight fighter, bro.
Floyd did move up to middleweight.
To fight who?
Plenty of people. Let me see.
Who do he fight in middleweight? I'd like to just give me one name.
Let me see. And I could be wrong. We all
Floyd
have a chance to
Floyd
be
is no
wrong.
middleweight fighter by any stretch of the means. Floyd is 5'8". At best, the highest he's ever went was 160. And guess what? When he went to 160, I will argue that was the worst performance he ever put on in boxing when he went to 160. And you know who he fought at 160? He fought the Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya. And in my opinion, he looked like shit.
Yeah, he did. He only weighed 155 pounds too.
Uh-huh. He fought Oscar, and Oscar's smart. Oscar's been in the game for a while.
But now it was junior middleweight,
Junior middleweight.
middleweight limit. So that's
Yeah. Oscar almost beat Floyd because Oscar knew that Floyd is a natural welterweight. He ain't
Brandy.
What's his name? Brandy.
Oh, it's a her. She wrote a song called "Almost Doesn't
count.
Almost doesn't count. I know that. I know that.
I know it. I'm being funny, man. Let me see if I can.
Yeah.
So do you think a young Floyd pound for pound is the best fighter, or would you give it to somebody else?
Floyd definitely was he was a pioneer of it. Like I would say that he earned what he got. He earned it.
It's just if we talk about everybody in their prime, if he fight Mayweather, if Mayweather fight Javante at any time,
They're not in the same weight class, are they? Javante Davis. Oh, well, he looks heavy though for some reason.
The sad reality that we'll never get to see
Javante just dropped down a whole lot of weight. He up in the 150s and stuff. He always dropped down to 130 and stuff to fight.
Shakur is I like to see Shakur fight with because Shakur's he's running shit right now. And guess what? I thought he was going to lose his last fight. I really did. I do not know what the hell was going on with what's his name, Lopez, Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah,
Do you know?
I don't know what was wrong with him.
Bro, let me tell you, Teofimo Lopez in all of the shit I've seen him do, never in the history of Teofimo Lopez have I ever seen that man fight with his hands down. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with him that night.
I'm gonna tell you what was wrong with him, and then I'm gonna let somebody else. I'm gonna be quick, and then I'm gonna find me a nice, soft place to land.
All right.
What was in front of Teofimo was one of them real golden copper people that I talk about that's originally from here. When you get them type of people in front of you, after all your years of training and everything, it's just something about that stock right there that it's like, you know how they say a mongoose hypnotize a snake?
Yeah.
Wait. It's just something about that stock and that style of fighting that people don't understand. To keep a jab in front of you and to move backwards.
Man, he got that jab. Man,
it's amazing.
Man,
I know this because this is my
So you
style.
saying he knows how to fight? Is what you're saying?
And
he did something to Lopez, man.
His jab is amazing.
He did something to Lopez that made Lopez stupid. That whole fight. Let me tell you, I was mad at him, man. I was mad at him because how are you gonna he just jabbed you twice right in your damn face, and you don't want to put your hands up? What's
And
wrong
then let
with
him
you?
power jab. He jab you with 2 quick ones, and then you let him power jab you.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro,
And
that
then you
made me
come
so
in.
mad.
I'm talking about that's how it is when you boxing. I'm telling you something about that. Oh, you said you're a fighter too. It's that
Yeah,
jab, man. I'm talking
yeah.
about
If
I
that was me
live.
in that ring, I'd put my damn hands up. I ain't never seen Lopez fight like that. I've never seen him do that. In all of, hey, do y'all know where Lopez really got his name from? Is when he
Showtime.
after
He
no,
used to like to dance.
it's when he fought Lomachenko.
Yeah, no, he was already before he fought. He got that. He had himself before he fought Lomachenko. He
Yeah,
was
but he
himself before he fought
solidified his
Lomachenko.
name after Lomachenko. What I'm saying, everybody thought
I mean, I know
Lomachenko
what
was
you're
going to
saying
walk
there.
his ass down. That's what
Yeah,
everybody
but
thought.
yeah,
But
but
that
let's
didn't
let you.
happen,
Yeah, right. Now think about this. So people were saying Lomachenko was this, and
huh?
then Shakur showed Tiafimo that he wasn't. So do you think Shakur could have beat or can still beat Lomachenko? Because Lomachenko ain't
I
washed
think
up.
so.
He fought a
I
lot
would
of
love to
stuff.
see them fight. I would love to see them. And do you know why I want to see them fight? Because Lopez, I'm sorry, Lomachenko and Shakur are damn near the same build. They're the same size. That would be. Do you know? People are saying the reason why Lopez beat Lomachenko was because Lopez was a bigger fighter. He was a bigger dude. But you can't use that excuse. And I'm talking about Lomachenko. You can't use that excuse if Shakur beats you because Shakur is about as big as you is.
Yeah.
You can't use that excuse. When Lomachenko fought, I don't know if you, I mean, in terms of boxing, everybody knows Cuban fighters are, most of them, Cubans are known for being boxing purists, which means they fight they fight outside the pocket. So what happens is they're not like the Mexicans that are mostly, and white boys too. White boys are known for it too, where white boys fight inside the pocket. They get in the pocket with you and they try to do the gladiator toe for toe. You hit me, I hit you. Let's see who falls down. That's not how. That's why Cubans kind of dominate the Olympics style point system of boxing because
On
they
everything,
know
you're
how to.
right.
Huh?
You're right, bro. I'm Cuban. My family were real big into boxing. I used to be Golden Gloves. You right about that.
Yeah, they're they're very good at fighting outside. They use the pocket as I don't know how to explain it. They fight off the balls of their feet, the tiptoes, and they don't stand in front of you to where you could just trade. What they do is they stand on the outside to where you have to reach to get them. But the moment you reach, that's where they open you up to counter you. And the more you chase them to try to close that gap, is the more they make you run into shit. Have
Yeah,
y'all ever
it's
have
like
y'all ever
luring.
watched?
You like
Go
luring the
ahead.
fish. I
Yeah,
didn't mean to cut you off. You're like luring the fish. Like, we lure you into where we want you to be at.
right, right. It's like a car collision. They get you to like speed up to catch them, but then they meet you with a jab or a right hand, and then it makes you not want to chase them anymore. It makes you scared to chase them. So when they fight off the pocket, so when you look at what's his name? I'm trying to Eris Landy Lara. Do y'all know who he is?
Yeah. Laura. Then
Yeah.
lost about 3 times, maybe 2.
Yeah, yeah. Now, mind you, there's one problem that people don't like, and I don't like it neither. Eris Landy Lara, he runs too much. He runs too much. And Eris Landy Lara doesn't have enough commanding power. But here's the issue with Eris Landy Lara. If he had some aggression behind his punches, if he really knew how to put power into his punches, Eris Landy Lara would probably have been one of the legendary classic fighters. He would have been he just everybody would have knew about him, bro. But the only thing that fucked him over was he just didn't have that power, man. And that's why he always runs, because he can't get enough power to get these people to stop chasing him. So he runs, but and what I mean by running is he's not like running, but he's always fighting off his back foot, and he's always like opening the. He don't never let you fight inside the gap or the pocket. He's always forcing you to reach to get him, and people get. And what makes Floyd a great fighter is because Floyd knows how to fight inside the pocket, outside the pocket, and he knows how to use inside and outside the pocket strategically. Like right when you think that Floyd's trying to fight outside the pocket, he'll step inside the pocket and hit you with a combo. And then you'll think, okay, he's trying to trade with me. And then the moment you start trying to swing inside the pocket, he's outside the pocket, popping you off on the outside. So that's what made Floyd a great fighter. And Cuban fighters, I believe, if they were naturally bigger people, and they had more commanding power behind their punches, they would be beyond just Olympic style fighters. They would be pro fighters knocking people the hell out. And the reason why I brought all this up is because what made Lomachenko who he was is when he dominated Rigondeaux. He fought Rigondeaux. And Rigondeaux was like embarrassing people. Just embarrassing them. He was embarrassing Mexican fighters left and right. And then Lomachenko came in and shut Rigondeaux down. But the only reason why is because Lomachenko was just bigger. Like when he came in, he looked like a fucking tank sitting next to Rigondeaux. And I'm like, right when I saw them go face to face, I said, man, Rigondeaux's going to lose. And my brother's like, how? Look at how he fights. I said, bro, he's way bigger than Rigondeaux. He's just, it's like, it ain't gonna, he's not gonna be able to overpower that. Sure enough, Rigondeaux didn't know what to do, but then guess what happened? Then Lopez fights him, Teofimo Lopez. And Teofimo Lopez, just like Lomachenko, he was too big for Lomachenko. So Lomachenko didn't know what to do with Lopez. That's why I would love to see Lomachenko fight Shakur. Because Shakur and Lomachenko are essentially the same size. The only difference between those two is we got to see who's more of a skilled boxer. I would argue they're both purists, meaning they like to fight on the outside of the pocket. So that's all I got to say about that.
Got you. Let me see what I wanted to show for my sports take for today, because you know we in Oklahoma. So we definitely gonna talk about, you got Wemby disappointed after the Spurs fall to the Thunder despite another brilliant stat line. That just means he played good for no reason. Oklahoma City. Shout out Oklahoma City. It's a Victor Wembanyama fouled Jalen Williams on a shot attempt in the opening minutes of the Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals on Wednesday night. Except, no, he really didn't. Yes, Wembanyama made contact with Williams. Yes, it looked like a foul. Yes, it was called that way at first. Upon review, it was determined that Thunder center Isaiah Hartenstein actually subbed Wembanyama into his teammate and caused the foul. I've seen that happen before. Wemby crying. That's how physical the Thunder were with Wembanyama in Game 2. They grabbed, pushed, nudged, and everything they could muster against the 7'4" French star, who still finished with 21 points, 17 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 block shots. But that's a far cry from that 41 he had in that first game. And that was amazing. But the Thunder won 122-113. Now remember, when they won, we made them take us to double overtime. Now, I'm sure I'm supposed to be I ain't supposed to be fanning right now. I'm just supposed to be telling what happened. But it's all in the scoring, Wembanyama said. I have to trust the scouting. We have to trust it and do our work early. It's straight effort. Doesn't mean it's easy. We have to work through it. He knew what was coming. So did the Thunder. Oklahoma City coach Mark Denault told Hartenstein on Tuesday that he would have a bigger role in game 2. I'm just the kind of one of those players that brings physicality to the game, said Hartenstein, who got only 12 minutes in game 1 and then assumed a key role in game 2 with 10 points, 13 rebounds. I think that's just kind of what we needed. Now, I said that. I wonder where Hartenstein was when I started watching game 1, and I didn't go back to see if he played. I just thought he was injured. I seen him last night when they played. And that's what you got to do. You got to put a little bit of weight on Wemby for right now. That's what we got, and that's what we gonna do. And my sports take for today, I just want y'all to know. Wimbiana, Ambiana, Timbiana, Thumber, and 6.
Mm. Hell yeah.
Now we're gonna end that right there though. Man,
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure I get my take out the way so we can get
Most
this
deaf. You
out
got
the
a
way.
you got a brother in the comment suggesting, what about Robert Duran? Roberto Duran.
Yeah, he put that up there earlier. I put that up there. My
Oh,
bad.
okay. Gotcha.
Somebody. Let me see if we got anybody came and joined. It's just us folks. Bet. So yeah, that's my take, man. That's the morning coffee.
Yeah.
Let me see. Get all of this ready. We thank y'all for joining us on our first little venture, man. I think what
Yep.
we're gonna do is go ahead and end it. Jay Snake, thank you for being a special guest today. And
Oh, no
remember,
problem, man. No problem, man.
you're
Anytime.
invited every day. You see this on in the mornings, man.
For
Please
sure.
hop on. Let us know what's going on over there. Take a
For
bigger
sure.
role. You know me. I love interacting with you. And
I appreciate y'all valuing my 2 cents. I appreciate that. I really do. Y'all take it
bet,
easy, man.
Man,
I'm out of here.
every time, bro. Morning shows, come on, man. We always gonna want your 2 cents, man.
bet. And we probably gonna be back on in about an hour, Jay. So be looking out for it.
Yeah, I'm off today, man. I'm chilling. I ain't doing shit till my OG's funeral. My big homie, man, passed away. I ain't doing nothing till Saturdays. I'm just chilling, so I'll probably be tuned in.
Got you,
Condolences,
man. My
brother.
condolences,
Yeah, I
man. My
appreciate y'all, man.
condolences,
Y'all
man.
take it easy.
Bet.
For sure. All right.
Shadow,
Olee.
you got any last words you want to say?
Yeah, let me just make my conclusion like this. This is a great show. Man, y'all are going to get to see more just like it. This is what I want y'all to do for the future, for future reference. To the brothers and sisters that tuned in and that are now familiar with this show, understand this is not a one-time event. We are about to make this a consistent thing that is going to be about this is love, and this is our contribution to the conscious community. Make sure from now on, starting at 7 a.m., that's EST time, if you're in anywhere in the East Coast of the United States of America. Now, if you are in Oklahoma, which is more of the Midwest, right? Am I right, Brother Olee? The Midwest, I think. Please don't quote me because I could be wrong. But the Midwest dealing with Oklahoma, right? And states aligned with Oklahoma, that's 1 hour in advance, meaning 7 a.m. my time, that's Florida, Oklahoma, 6 a.m. What am I saying? I'm saying if you're on your way to work, or you're taking your children to the bus stop, or you're getting up to do your jog or walk your dog, whatever the case may be, man, get your headphones out, get your Bluetooth, get your speakers lit, light your blunt, do what you do in the morning. But know this, you got something to listen to, tune in, and not only that, you can contribute interactively with the morning show. Me and Brother Olee are going to be brewing our coffee at that specific time. 6 a.m. Oklahoma, 7 a.m. Florida. The coffee's going to be brewing hot. Man, get your coffee. Most importantly, get your newspaper and your Bible, because we're going to get into the conscious discussions dealing with, once again, the conscious community, man. This is for everybody that are deep thinkers, that are looking to expand their knowledge and benefit their household and their community, their neighborhood, and abroad. Man, this is all positive. This is all good. Though we are going to get into the bitter and the sweet things pertaining to our nation and pertaining to the well-being of our civilization, I just hope that you brothers and sisters are not shy and are not discouraged to jump up on this panel and interact with me and Olee, because we welcome all of y'all. Whether you agree or disagree, we want you on the show to help us build. And anything I say that is wrong, that needs to be corrected, please jump up on the panel and correct me. Get me right. Don't let me keep stumbling out here and misleading the people. Same thing goes for Olee. We're just here to better ourselves. Sword sharpens sword. So, yeah, I'm going to just land my plane with that, man. Much love. Peace to everybody, to the conscious community. Shout out to A1 Richardson for giving us the authority to come up on this beautiful panel and contribute to the conscious community and make this place better for our youth and our upcoming generation. Peaceful blessings. Shout out to everybody. Olee, it's up to you, brother.
Gotcha. I want to say shout out to the Titans Debate League. Shout out to A1, Team Titan Boss. Shout out to the Titans. Shout out to everybody that stopped through. King J, J Snake, and everybody that was in the chat. We appreciate y'all so much. Again, this has been Morning Coffee with Shadow and Olee, where we talk about weather, traffic, state, local, nation, and world events, all the way down to sports. We'd love to hear each and everyone's individual aspects and experiences within their daily life. This is like an interactive program. We'll keep the same type of vibe, but we want y'all to know that this is really for us to be able to reach across the entire nation as a community, man. And we got a lot of entertainment. Remember, this is Debate League, so we do debates. I'm sure y'all gonna start seeing people start with these morning shows and trying to do something of the same caliber. It is what it is. But just remember who started this in this community, conscious community. It's me, Jermaine Nugent, aka Olee. We're gonna end with a commercial, and then we're gonna go ahead and give y'all a break and come back later on for some more entertainment and Titans Debate League product, shirts, shoes, books. So I'm gonna play our sponsors and then we'll close this. Thank everybody for coming in again. And let's get this on out the way.
What happens when a Christian preacher's son starts asking questions nobody wants answered? What if faith and science were never supposed to be enemies? This isn't another religious book, and it's not another angry attack on belief. This is a wake-up call. The Agnostic Guide to Faith, Science, and Sanity by A1 Richardson takes you on a mind-bending journey through scripture, psychology, science, energy, cause and effect, vibration, polarity, rhythm, and the universal law shaping your everyday life. Why do people sabotage themselves and blame God? Why do we ignore patterns then act shocked by consequences? Why are so many trapped doing what we call crazy work? This book challenges everything you thought you knew about spirituality, reality, and yourself. No fake certainty, no church cliches, no blind obedience. Just raw honesty, deep reflection, and practical wisdom for people caught between the pulpit, the laboratory, and real life. Whether you're deconstructing your faith, spiritually curious, tired of shallow answers, or searching for sanity in a chaotic world, this book was written for you. Read it with an open mind, read it with courage, read it before life forces you to learn the hard way. The Agnostic Guide to Faith, Science, and Sanity. Stop doing crazy work and wake up to the patterns shaping your life now.
And then, of course, we got the latest and greatest debate face-off coming up Saturday.
Clash of the Titans 1.0. The finals are here. It all comes down to this. Out of 16 debaters, only 2 remain standing. Some fell because they couldn't defend their arguments. Some crashed out because their antics outweighed their intellect. Others simply weren't built for the pressure of the arena. But now, the smoke is cleared. The finals face off. Pandemis, the African atheist versus Suave Boss. Before the final war of words, they meet face to face to choose the topic that will define the championship debate. $500 on the line. One winner, one name etched in Clash of the Titans history. Who has the sharper mind? Who can survive the pressure? Who will rise when the lights are brightest? This is bigger than debate. This is legacy. And for everyone who lost along the way, your chance at redemption comes when Tournament 1.2 launches. But right now, this moment belongs to the finalists. Clash of the Titans 1.0, the face-off, Saturday, May 23rd, prime time. Be there to witness history. Are you not entertained?
Take the morning with Shadow and Olee. Morning light still shining through. Another day unfolding new. Take the rhythm of the morning as you go through the fast lanes and the highs and lows. Lot of noise in the world outside, but keep your balance while the tides all rise. Coffee cups and conversations fade, but the thoughts we shared are meant to stay. Every headline got another side, so move with wisdom as the hours fly. Take your peace where you can find it. Don't let the chaos come define it. Breathe deep, stay grounded. Keep your eyes open wide. Morning coffee with Shadow and Olee. Starting the day with clarity. Stay thoughtful, stay kind. Keep that fire inside your mind. Morning coffee with Shadow and Olee. We'll meet again with the sunrise scene till tomorrow. Move wisely and let the day unfold softly. From Oklahoma roads to city lights, everybody searching for a clearer sight. Different voices, different ways, still trying to make sense of these modern days. Some people rush, some people slow, some people still got healing to grow. But every morning brings a chance to think a little deeper while we still can. No fear, no panic, no drowning in the noise. Just one more morning, one more choice. Morning coffee with Shadow and Olee. Take a little calm with your reality. Stay grounded, stay true. Let the day make room for you. Morning coffee with Shadow and Olee. We'll see you when the dawn breaks free. Till tomorrow, stay bright and keep your coffee warm tonight.
Let's pause the noise for a second, because if you're still here right now, you're already different. Not everyone gets this. Not everyone understands real debate, real scholarship, real intellectual smoke. But you do. This is Coliseum of Arguments. This is Titans Debate League. And what happens here doesn't survive on algorithms. It survives on the people who believe in it. When you support through Cash App, you're not just donating. You're fueling the arena. You're the reason we can bring in high-level guests. You're the reason we keep unbiased judges. You're the reason these debates stay sharp, fair, and uncompromised. This platform is built by thinkers, sustained by supporters, protected by the ones who know value when they see it. If this show has ever sharpened your mind, has ever entertained you, or has ever challenged what you thought you knew, then Cash App is how you say, keep this going. Not everyone contributes, but the ones who do, they're part of what makes this real. Coliseum of Arguments, Titans Debate League, powered by the people who get it.
My heart is bleeding in a pool of blood, I'm drowning. Yeah, my heart is bleeding in a pool of blood, I'm drowning. I look in the mirror.